what that is? Oh, that's a charger. Oh, you got something. We're live with a drink in the screen.
We are live, not sponsored by Powerade.
Good evening.
Hello, everyone. Buddy Carafano is here. First today, and very first comment at 7 p.m. Buddy is on the keyboard, like somehow has synchronized. Mexican Spec is here as our moderator. Thank you for being here, Mexican Spec. Retired Inspector Bruce W. is here. I can wait 18 minutes. Well, thank you for your patience. We appreciate it. Tim72 Demon is here. JB is here. Dirt Road Landing is here. Johnny C is here. Great looking Cyclone. Sure don't see them often.
I'm going to make a correction here.
What's that? Is the Cyclone the thumbnail?
It's not a Cyclone.
Oh.
Oh, wait a minute. The Cyclone. Yeah, the thumbnail. Okay, now I know what he's talking about. Thought he meant the car behind us.
It says Charger on the side.
Yeah, it's a Valiant Charger from Australia.
Oh, okay.
It's something we didn't get up here. And it's a 71. But anyway, go ahead.
Oh, Dirt Road Landing bought a bag of clothes clips. Listen, look at us. We're selling people stuff. KJ Kylie is here. Hello, sir. Welcome to the stream.
And you missed, like, Mexican Spec.
Hey, everybody. I'm Kim of Kim Fixes Things. You can find my channel also on YouTube at Kim Fixes Things. I'm here with Buff Del Campo, your host and namesake of the Buff Del Campo channel. And we are here in our studio, live to entertain you tonight. As we do on Tuesdays, we are in the in-home studio where it's warm. It's nice and warm and comfy compared to the shop.
Because we put a little heater over there.
Even without that heater, it is so much nicer in here than it is in the shop right now. The shop is very difficult to keep warm. Have no fear. The Dougster is here. Potato. Welcome to the stream, Dougster Wolverine Garage. JB says, hot dang, Kim, you are looking drop dead gorgeous tonight. Thank you. Thank you. You know, I do my best to put it on for y'all so that you can be entertained. And if you're going to be entertained, we might as well be easy on the eyes. And I can only do so much with this one. But
I was just ready to groom my mustache so that she goes, yeah, you're fine the way you are. Like on Tuesday nights, I always trim a little bit here so it doesn't like hang down in my lip.
You guys are looking at the cars anyways.
Yeah, I know. They're not going to look at me. They're going to look at you.
All right. How do you pronounce Kyrilla?
Cyrilla, maybe. That's Mexican Spec dragged me in. Is that
well? Welcome. Hopefully, you will stay. You'll stay voluntarily afterwards. We understand. So let's see. On Tuesday nights, we are here for community. We, since we're not preoccupied with whatever we're building, like when we're doing a shop live, we can focus all of our energy on the chat and the conversations that are going on. So this will be fun. We are going to, if you're watching after the stream, not live, you'll want to click on the chat replay because a lot of conversation and interactions going on in the chat, and we probably won't read it all word for word. We will, this is a reminder to him, read the names of people and their comments as we're following along, so that if you cannot see the chat, you'll sort of know what's going on. And
I'm missing a screen down there.
No, you're not. Oh, it broke. Okay, 1 second, we're having a technical difficulty. There it goes.
Oh, now it's there. Thank you.
Okay. Our YouTube statistics window needed refreshed for some reason.
Yeah, it's just like some stupid icon
down there. Yes. We have the magical green screen, which allows us to not only put up pictures, but go to different locations, like the Dino Room. We could travel time.
It's a time
We can
travel.
also look at the internet while we're doing things and change the size of things, change the size of us. So hopefully keep it visually interesting and interactive. And as we do, Olive, it is 8 o'clock already, but that's okay. I'm still doing my introduction. You already know the rules, so you're right on time. Oh,
Rules.
speaking of the rules, I have to give points. The points, how's it go? The rules are made up and the points don't matter, but the points do matter. It's an on your honor system. If I award you points, you have to keep track of them because I can't keep track of them. How am I going to know what your points are? If I give you points, you keep them. And at some point, they may be useful. Let's hope, right? Maybe I'll start a meme coin. Trump coin? Huck to a coin? Something, right? Melania coin, right? Kim coin, right? I would not do that to y'all, right? That would be wrong for me to take your millions of dollars. I can't get on that bandwagon. Actually, I think I missed my chance. I think the meme coin phase is like over now. I think if it wasn't dead, it is dead. Dead now. All right. So, Buddy Carafano's getting 3 points for being here first and being here at the beginning of Scream. Johnny C was the next person to make a comment at the start of the stream, so I'm going to award him also 3 points. Dirt Road Landing's getting 2 points for being next. And everybody else within the sound of my voice is getting a point right now because you all have showed up. And showing up is like the start of anything good, is you got to show up. And a special shout out to our friends who are here on devices who are unable to join the chat. They're just watching because not everybody has. Some people are on their TVs and they can only use the remote control and it's just a pain in the butt. So they're listening, like my friend John Hart.
John Hart comes in here sometimes in the chat, but a lot of times he's watching on a
but
TV.
He's usually here, and he has a friend locally here in Clarksville that I know. And John recently had a hip replacement.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, that's what he was in for.
No.
So our thoughts go out to him, and his wife probably has to put in some extra work to take care of him. A hip replacement's a pretty serious thing, so hopefully he is comfortable while he is recovering from that. And I have been ignoring chat, so we're going to get back to it. Do you want to start reading or you want me to start reading?
Let's see, Dougster, he just disappeared was the next one. And
something about the Aussie Charger?
Yeah, just for a second, go if I can see
All
it.
right.
Okay. Oh, it's a background car, an Aussie Charger. It is it's a Valiant Charger.
Here, I'll make us small so you can see the whole thing because it's a
Valiant
neat.
Charger, and it's a 1971.
Whoa, that's really big.
Okay, and then you can get the chat going again. Doctor says magical green screen. Yep.
The magical green screen. It's awesome.
Tavo sent me an email, and he said 70 was an especially good year in Australia, and he sent me some pictures. So that's the first one.
RT. Yeah, I like it. It's got the classic aluminum slot wheels.
I got to turn my...
That car's got everything. I'm so down for that.
I'm a bozo. I left my phone ringer on.
Yeah.
That's dumb. I usually don't do that.
100K points wins a DeLorean. Wow, Dougster's got big plans for the...
How do I get 100 points?
Oh, no. Del Campo coin. That's what it should be. The Del Campo coin.
Mexican Spec says there's one of those hump fender javelins, second-gen javelin, for sale here at a decent price. I think I have it in the list to post. Okay,
cool. It's coming up and coming. And so Mexican Spec, our moderator, helps import Mexican Spec cars from Mexico into the United States or other places. And you can find Mexican Spec on Instagram and also on YouTube. And it's pretty entertaining. If you like old cars, if you just want to see them, you can check them out on Instagram. And if you're in the market for one, then you definitely want to check out what he has for offerings. He's always posting up new stuff. And he has recently delivered some to U.S. buyers with great success. So we're happy for him. He's doing really well with it. Let's see. KJ Kiley.
It's an autograph picture of you.
Oh, how many points for? Oh, I don't have any of the what's that called? Portrait kind of shots to send out. Maybe I should do that. That seems so arrogant that I would think anyone wants a picture of me.
John Cope's here. Dumpsky. What's Dumpsky?
Yeah, Mexican Spec says Dougster keeps the catalog on the points. Yeah, I could see Dougster doing a really good job at that. Cope Racing Transmissions, welcome to the stream. 38 Racing is here. Ray, great to see you tonight. He says we're looking well. Thank you. It's always wonderful to see all the names of our friends here on a Tuesday. Like right away, too. Everybody's filing in. Tommy Hanlon's here. Dean Stevenson is here.
Look what Dougster wrote. Personalized Kim, 8x10 glossy and handwritten letter, 79,000 points.
Dougster, I haven't awarded maybe the person with the top points, probably the most you could possibly have by now is maybe 200 points. So I think you're setting like Chuck E. Cheese prices here. Like, this is supposed to be something that the community enjoys, not something that makes children cry. Ah.
I'm sorry I interrupted you because you were up to Dean Stevenson and Tommy Hanlon.
They're here. Hi, everybody.
I saw Dean Stevenson, was it Sunday or Saturday? Whatever day Steve Leto does his show, I see Dean Stevenson in there too.
I think Steve Leto's doing a live right now, isn't he? Didn't you just say?
Yeah, Mexican Spec said that. You're going to put some
Competition. Well, we'll see you guys when you get back.
I don't know what's going on, why he does a live at Tuesday night. That's like crazy. He always does them in the morning on the weekend.
You only have to watch him for 5 minutes and then he repeats himself.
He is repetitive.
That's just the way he does it. That's fine. I'm just giving him a hard time. And I think he's well aware of the fact that he repeats himself because he does it.
I watch all his videos. I rarely go in his live. I have done it, but rarely. But yeah, on his videos, he is kind of repetitive, and she doesn't like that so much. She'll walk away, and I watch him.
Olive says, I like the Aussie Muscle for being the size I like.
Well, look at that.
I agree.
That's an A body.
That's a great size for that car. In 71, the Chargers were starting to get bigger. But this one is
and they're an A body. They're like a Valiant. That's a Valiant.
Isn't it more like a Duster?
I don't know. It's a Valiant Charger because they didn't have Plymouths and Dodges.
I want pictures. Do you have pictures of the other angles of that car?
I do. Let me start pulling them up.
Yeah, we're stagnating. The pictures have to change. It's good for.
I only have 2 of that particular car. Oh, and it's a Hemi Charger, which is the 6-cylinder Hemi Charger.
Those are the old school mags. Oh, I like the rear end of that car too. They really did a nice job with it.
Yeah, it's something we just didn't.
And there's another one right beside it.
Yeah, and we just
that
sadly.
Says Hemi.
So does this one? Yeah, sadly we didn't get them. And then there's a picture of the Hemi. For some reason that's really big on the.
Is that a Hemi 6?
Yeah, that's the Hemi. There is this.
What the heck is wrong with this?
I don't know. We got to shrink it down on that screen down somehow. I don't know why it did that. Yeah, there you go. There's the Hemi 6-cylinder everybody asks about. Look at that, a Ford radiator. Um, Radiators like in a early Mustang or Falcon.
Cool. Man.
Yeah,
More
that's
like a duster isn't a downside to me. Yeah, right. No, it's done well. And I like the way the back end scoops in instead of the duster that's kind of like rounded out.
yeah,
The back end of this
that
car is more
definitely
Charger-esque.
that definitely looks good with that back end with the what do you call it? The
Mexican
concave instead of convex.
Mexican spec prefers the yellow over the silver. I think so. I think the yellow looks more muscle car. The the silver, yeah, that's yeah, I'm not as good. I would take either one though. They're both. That's a really cool
Tavo's likely to
design.
Tavo's likely to drop in here when he's on his lunch break because he's in the middle of his morning down there right now, and we can ask him some questions about that engine and this and snow down there. You see, Australia's further north; it's closer to the equator, so I don't know if they get much snow. And I didn't realize how New Zealand was. The last time we did a live, it was in the shop, and I was asking Dean Stevenson where he was. I looked it up, and man, he's 45 degrees south latitude. I'm like, whoa. So I looked here, and 45 degrees north latitude is like uh, Nova Scotia. It's like, oh yeah, it snows there. So yeah, it's much much further south than I thought. It's kind of interesting to see that. Yeah, it's summer down there now.
All right. So, the other thing I didn't mention, I think everyone who's in the chat knows, but tonight we're talking about cars from the year 1971. That doesn't mean if you want to send a picture of your own car or your own project, you're allowed to do that anytime. But if you're looking for some guidance, tonight the discussion's going to be about 1971. And we'll give you a little grace if it's something that's from the early 70s. But this just gives us all kind of some focus because car, there's a lot of different cars. And this way we kind of have some cohesion to the stream because otherwise we've done some real bouncing around in some of our earlier streams. And this gives everybody the opportunity to sort of participate in a cohesive way. So if you would like to send us pictures of your favorite or your most unfavorite or something automotive adjacent from 1971 or the early 70s, please send it to buffdelcampo@gmail.com and I will type it in so you have a link. And now it's his turn to talk while I do the typing.
Okay, Mike N. further up there, it's about to disappear. It says 7 to 8 inches of snow here outside of Baton Rouge. That's amazing. Uh, interstate roads, interstate and roads closed. It's supposed to get down to 7 tonight. Yeah, we're supposed to get to 4 here tonight, which is, but then it goes up. Well, I mean, we're done with that, I think, for the year with the cold, I hope. And then I looked at the weather, the map, and it was like snow way south of us, which is like it's usually way north of us, but it's way south of us. So I looked up there's a place called Foley, Alabama that I like to go to, and they have Lamberts there. But anyway, Foley, Alabama is almost right on the coast, on the Gulf Coast, and their weather prediction is snow. I've never seen that before. Oh man.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah, stay in the house, he says. Mexican Spec says that to Mike in. Olive says yellow is objectively cooler, but I might go for the silver myself. And I bought the Mazda. I was looking at a bright red metallic thing. And I said, man, that's the one I want. And then right next to it is the one I got, which is kind of a dark gray. And I told the guy I want that one. And I pointed to the dark gray one because I was thinking, that bright red thing, the cops are gonna notice that if I do anything stupid, because it like glowed in the sun, you know. Dougster says my parents went on a huge motorcycle vacation in '99 from Michigan to Nova Scotia. My Valkyrie is the bike my dad drove there. I want to take it back there someday. Who's
I
at
hope you
Bad
get to
Chats
do
up
that,
there?
Dougster. Make the plan. Set a date. That's cool that you have the bike.
Like in, yes, JB, the snow record for snow was 3 inches. We blew that
Was.
record out of the water today.
Wow, that's crazy. That's really far south to be getting
Well,
that kind of weather.
you know, every once in a while we get one of these Arctic blasts that comes down into the south, but then to also have the moisture hit, yeah, it got everybody with the snow, you know.
I saw
South of us, it didn't snow here except some little
like
stuff.
a live stream of snowing on the beach in Florida today. I was like, wow, they are really having it.
And then
Hopefully it blows back north really quickly because there's people who will be really uncomfortable because most people don't have furnaces to put up with that kind of cold and they don't have any kind of equipment for like clearing snow off of roads. It would just sit for decades without getting used. So everything's going to be shut down and one day it's a real inconvenience, but like a couple of days and it could get really bad for some people. So I hope that it passes quickly.
Buddy Carfano sent me this picture of the Buff's Towing and Recovery, which has nothing to do with me, but it looks like it
it's just
does.
because it says Buffs.
It looks
Towing
like
and
it does.
Recovery. I see. It
And
wouldn't
then,
be Buffs Towing, it would be Del Campo Towing and Recovery.
and then
It's not a 71 flatbed. No, it's a Buffs
yes,
flatbed.
it's something that was of interest because of the name, I guess. And then
What Zonda 2B says I don't have a 71, but the 71 Mopar B bodies are very nice. Yeah, they are. I'll look up a 71 B body. And what was
this? Who is this?
What's the name of a car that was on the B body platform?
Yeah, Mike N sent pictures, and I'm gonna put them up right now.
Oh, that's like a Challenger, isn't it?
Oops,
Oh, that's okay. That's
look
okay.
at our picture on the big yeah.
Oh, that's actually today?
That's today in Baton Rouge.
Jeez, oh man.
Woo. Said he had to pull it out there.
Yeah, you may never.
This is the kind of stuff you do when you live where it doesn't snow.
Yep. That's exactly what you should do too. Roadrunner. Okay. Let's see. I'm gonna bring this up because someone was mentioning. Oh no, there it is.
What are you looking at?
I looked up 71 Mopar B bodies.
Oh, the big Chargers.
This is what I got.
And satellites or Roadrunners or whatever they are. Mike N says I got a big pot of gumbo cooking. That's a big deal in Louisiana too.
That's a good idea.
What's on the Roadrunner? Again, hot stew on a day like that. So good. What did we do today? Oh, we made some little taco-like things.
Yeah, I was bored.
Well, yeah, we had to. Well, I ate like 10 minutes to 0 time here. So it's like, okay, got to do something in a hurry. And I got these little tortillas that are 7 grams of carbs each. I took 2 of those and put some stuff on them. And little tacos.
Important news here in the Del Campo is Buff Del Campo has been called back to duty for part-time. He has some work that he will need to be doing. So I may be on my own.
Okay.
Well, a couple hours a day he's going to be working.
Yeah, I'm working from home.
He won't have to go on the road, which is a big deal.
Doing tech writing, so that's the only thing is, there's hours I'm supposed to be working, so I've got to discipline myself a little and not just work when I feel like working. Uh, Gumbo, let's see. Jambalaya, gumbo, all this. I guess it is. It's topless. What are we looking at that's topless?
Not me. I'll get in trouble.
uh, Gearhead, not a fan of the front ends on most B bodies. Look out of place. Yeah, you know the Charger there. That's not my favorite Charger body, but the Plymouth version of it, which is the Roadrunner and the GTX, I thought it was pretty good.
I like the wrap around bumpers. I think they
Oh,
look really
I
good.
like that. Chrysler did that for several years on several different cars. I thought
I
it
really enjoy it.
looked
So,
really good.
but it's different. So I can understand where some people would like not look like this white one. It looks a little weird. The body lines don't
Oh,
look very crisp.
yeah, that's a 71 Roadrunner.
It's a little
I don't know. I kind
weird.
of like it, but yeah, I don't know. Twisted Mopar Garage is here. Good evening.
Rob's Rods and Street Cars is here. He probably has been here, but I didn't say hello. So
Twisted
welcome
Mo
to the stream.
Twisted Mopar says, "Love that D104 mic." See,
Yeah.
it was just outside the view, and something was different, so I made sure it got in there because I didn't like it at
Well,
first, but
thank you for bringing it back.
So Kim liked it, and so now it's like it's part of the
It's so
set now.
shiny.
It's part of the set now.
It's pretty. Yeah.
Uh,
It does have a 9-volt preamp in the base.
oh,
Yeah,
what
and
is
it
this?
actually it works. I mean, it's not working right now. We don't use it for this, but it does work. If we plug it into the radio.
We do have the radio over here somewhere. Let's see. That's what it's hooked to.
Yeah.
It's hooked to the air.
But it just looks so darn good.
Looks like something good, but it's backwards. We got the shiny side toward us, and the part you talk into is over there.
Yeah,
So
and with all the lights in the room, it really pops with the shiny chrome.
Twisted Mopar says, used one for years. Love them. Yeah, you reach up here. It's really cool because you squeeze this.
It's very tactile. It's heavy. The base is very weighted, and the switch in the clicky thing is just it's real. It's very analog. It's good stuff.
There was a really expensive radio. Uh, what the heck was that thing called? A Golden Eagle? And when you key up the Golden Eagle, it'll go ding and make kind of a tone. And the guys that had those always had these mics, and they squeeze this. Ding. It was like you knew when they keyed up. Let's see here. Boat Anchor had a 71 satellite, but the interior was shot. That's too bad. He says had. There's no chance of putting an interior in it now. What you doing, Kim? Looking at
Yeah, I'm
other B bodies? Okay.
just keeping it interesting. Just keeping it interesting.
38 Racing, 71. I had a 71 Centurion, 4-door hardtop, pretty nice. A little rust. The 455 was hurt. While fixing it, I found out it was a stage 1 engine. Wow. See, do you know about Buicks? Stage 1, stage 2, stage 3 engines.
I don't know anything about that.
Those were the hot engines. Does this one have an eagle on the back? No, it does not. Yeah, you get some of these are gold, and those are the ones everybody wants, and they get money for those things. This one I got pretty cheap, but it didn't work, and one of the wires was broken. Down inside, the wire looked like it was good, but take a meter and it was.
I think it got wiggled around.
It was not
too much. It was the wire that went to the battery.
Had no continuity to the battery, so we replaced that wire, and it works great, now. Just we don't use it much.
Ordered from the factory with stage 1 engine. Very nice.
Olive says, waving everybody that came in. I had to feed the stoves. Stoves, more than one. Let's see, I think, oh yeah, Browning Golden Eagle. Only to tap the key up was original banana mic. Could never get a D104 to make that key up. Really? I had two friends that had Browning Golden Eagles, and both of them had this had a D104. So I don't know what the malfunction was there. Tired Inspector Bruce, I'm curious, is there a relation with B Body and Plymouth Superbird or Super B? Okay, we got ads coming in. Give it a minute.
Okay. I gotta say, that's out of my pay grade. I don't know anything about the bird cars. They're cool,
Well,
but
you
I
could
don't know nothing about them.
you could bring them up.
Okay. I will.
Okay, maybe
bring up a
maybe they were able to click.
Wikipedia
Maybe they
page?
were able to click out of. We'll just put it in the. Yeah, but they're not 71.
What year
They
are
were
they?
gone by then. Well, there's one, but they're not 71s. If somebody put 71, they're mistaken. They were 69 and 70 were I think 69 and 70 for the wing cars. Okay, what are we doing here?
Well, we'll just find out. Luckily, we have Wikipedia, and
Yes.
someone generously has put in a whole bunch of information.
Well, see, the 70 was the Superbird, and then the Charger I think was 69, but I'm not sure. The Charger had a little grill right on the tip of the nose, and the Superbird had the opening underneath the tip. So yes, they were B bodies.
But they were over by 71.
So
I see. Interesting.
although Petty was still racing the last year's model, so we could keep racing that thing because they were so fast. They couldn't do that speed with the 71. Hippie Long's here. Let's see. I think I saw email from Hippie Long in here. I'll have to look.
Okay, I'm bringing the snowman back. The Mardi Gras snowman.
Oh, I have a couple emails from Hippie Long.
38 Racing says, too bad the bottom end was unusable. Oh, that's a shame.
Okay, here's the
KJ
first.
Kiley says, I have a 71 3/4 Dusty, numbers matching. Don't know how to send you guys a photo. I'm an analog dude. Sorry. Well, I'm sorry you can't send it either because we would love to see pictures of
Where is
it.
this? Who's saying this?
KJ Kiley
Oh,
has a 71 340 Duster.
don't know how to send photos. Do you do email? If you do email, just attach it. But maybe you can't do that. Okay, let's see here. This is a picture that was sent by Hippie Long.
Okay. That looks like some Mopar suspension. It looks very much a body. Let's see.
And then there's another. Got to download. I get the hiccups. I'm sorry. I haven't seen this one yet. Oh, here we go. Oh, several of them that were just sent by Hippie Long. What is this? More pictures from Hippie Long.
That looks like oranges.
Preview.
I'm going to read some comments. Dougster says, my dad had a Cobra LTD with an attic and a basement, which is main 40, 40 up, 40 down. And it was turned up. In the late 80s, it had a Black Widow amplifier that was the same size as CB, but was stout alone. Oh, I see.
I don't know what you're reading.
Had
I'm
big
lost because
amplifier.
I
Right in the middle, it's Dougster's comment.
Oh. 40 up and down. Oh, Cobra LTD. That's a CB radio.
Oh, I thought it was a car. I understand now. Bird Anchor CB radio repairs.
See, and then main 40 is the 40 channels, then 40 up and 40 down means it goes 40 above the channel 40 and 40 below channel 1, which is pretty interesting radio.
Everybody had cool CB radios back in the day.
Yeah, the boat anchor says he has a Golden Eagle 3 with a silver Eagle D104, which is this one with the eagle on it. Next to KJ Kylie, does your car have a, oh yeah, the shark tooth grill. I really like those, but man, I looked for a shark tooth grill for my Valiant, and they wanted like $600. It's like, well, I don't need it that badly. And then this is one that, this picture is one that Hippie Long sent. And then I have another one that I got several from Hippie Long. This one was also from Hippie Long.
Nice. That's a motor. Let's see. That is a...
Hippie Long saying snow at the Gulf. Yeah, I can't believe it. It's cold here. It's like supposed to be 4 degrees here.
You know why? It's because it's the Gulf of America now.
Oh yeah. It's supposed to be 4 degrees here like in the next hour or two. Then I look on the map and all the snow is south of us. I've never seen that happen before. The snow is either north of us or it gets down to us. I've never seen it completely past and down on the Gulf. And I looked at, I said this earlier, I looked at the weather map, the satellite, or not satellite, but the radar, and it's snowing down in Foley, Alabama, which is right on the Gulf. It's crazy, and that's a place I like. And there's a Lambert's there, so everybody that goes to No Name Nationals know what Lambert's is. So yeah, it was pretty interesting to see that right on all that snow right on the Gulf. Yeah, Gulf is getting snow. They sure are. They're getting hammered.
I saw pictures of snow on the beach in Florida today. I couldn't believe it.
Who?
JG Mopar is here. Welcome to the stream. I no longer own a 71 car. I sold my Charger a year and a half ago. I'm sure you miss it.
That picture was taken today in Baton Rouge, Louisiana.
In Baton Rouge, can you believe it? And he pulled the car out to get the picture because he had to have a picture like that. Dizzy Izzy is here. Welcome to the stream. 3 Dog Night. Joy to the world. All the boys and girls.
Did you say hi to JG Mopar?
I did.
Okay, because I'm paying attention here and not looking up there for a minute.
I did not know that, Dizzy Izzy, but I did see something about that on YouTube. Somebody just published a video in regard to that song. And I didn't know what song they were referring to because the clickbaity title didn't say the name of the song. Olive says, dumbest thing I heard, trying to change all the maps over. BS. I wish it was the biggest BS I'd heard today. But we're not going to discuss it, and I baited, and I'm sorry for doing that.
I don't even know what's going on.
We should just move on. It's better if we don't.
Yeah, we could do. That's fine. Let's see here. Yeah, one of the hardest things. Yeah, I should just leave it alone, I guess.
Yeah, we should not bait. We will bait the chat into political conversation if we comment. It's not fair to us to make comments and then say they can't. So yeah, we gotta move on. Okay.
Okay, I'm trying to find where I am.
Oh, Dizzy Izzy is giving us songs from 1971.
This moth is driving me nuts.
Rod Stewart in 71 was making hit songs. Wow.
Oh.
Hippie Long says that red car was a 64 Dart with a GT 273 4-speed, all stock, except I just installed proper factory 4-barrel intake and upgraded the clutch size. Yeah, those clutch, that was like a 9¼ inch clutch in that car from the factory. And that's the same size that my 66 Dart had. And, well, I guess because it was soaked in oil, that made it easy to slip it. But I noticed that it didn't grab very hard.
1971, Rod Stewart, Maggie May. I can't believe it's been that long. I can just hear that song going on the radio.
And John Denver, take me home country roads to the place I belong, West Virginia. Mountain Mama, take me home.
Okay, so
Country road.
who did I say brought that up? Tim
Tim?
brought up this motorcycle.
Tim? Is it a 71?
It's a 71.
Oh. Is it a Honda? It's a little blurry.
Tim says 71 Suzuki, 3-cylinder,
Suzuki.
2-stroke fast. Is that what that is? Oh,
Oh, it's a
I remember
two-stroke.
the one that was called the Kawasaki Mach 3. I had a lot of friends had those things. All the kids that could afford nice stuff, they had the Kawasaki Mach 3. And those things are really fast, but they seize up sometimes. Tim says he still has it.
Oh, wow.
And then Hippie Long says I did a front and rear suspension and rebuilt heater core and box. Oh, that must have been fun. I've got that coming up. Let's
Mexican Spec likes the tail lights on that bike. And it is B5 blue. KJ Kiley is not sure if it is. I don't know. And the doors. What's that? 1971. Man, that was before I was born. That song was still on the radio when I was a kid. Man.
Blake Gaddis in here tonight? Don't know. But Blake Gaddis sent in these pictures. Oh, that looks like the desert.
The desert? What are those big piles? Well, those are grain silos. I guess the other piles maybe are grain piles.
I don't know. Maybe it isn't desert. I don't know.
Get where he said he lives.
Well, it says Texas on the license plate.
That makes more sense.
I like those trucks.
Trucks look, yeah, it looks good. It looks real good.
Oh, it says I was exposed to having hated so much of the music I was exposed to having been born in 1970. Hence an affection for oldies. I didn't otherwise usually hear anything cool. It was dismal. Yeah, see, I was in 1970. I was 16. Fresh driver's license. Listen to AM radio because that's what there was. All says when I first heard of the Doors, I was blown away. It was that song though. Tim says almost as heavy as my Harley. JG Mopar, I like them old Dodge trucks. Yeah, I do too. I don't really like step sides that much, but I like that body style and that hood. What you always call that thing, what, the bird bath hood? My friend Carl had one of those. It was a 1-ton dually, and I don't know what engine was originally in it. He put a 440 in it. I drove it around some. This is a pretty nice truck. But that thing was a gas hog. Man, was that thing a gas hog. Yeah, 38 says looks like a big pile of grain stored on the ground.
I didn't know they stored grain on the ground.
Maybe
probably only temporary while they move it.
Yeah, look at that.
Because all the fields come in at the same time. So I'll bet
Looks
you they fill up the silos.
Looks pretty dry there.
Well, it's covered with something too, so I'm sure they have it figured out. AM radio and 8 tracks. Yeah. Road Anchor set a car pick. That's cool. He's slow about getting through the emails.
There's a lot of emails, so I just pick them as I can, you know. Right now I've lost my cursor. Here we go.
Javis Marcius says we had snow in our forecast for this afternoon here in the Rio Grande Valley, but nothing. Last time we got snow was in 2004. Man.
Wow. You're gonna have to talk while I'm looking for stuff.
I don't see any
John
big gas
Gardner.
bill.
Oops, who is this? I just screwed up. This I'm getting everybody's stuff here. Kim, you're gonna have to take care of the chat while I'm poking at this because there's a lot of poking going on.
Dougster says with the bird bath hood, you dump copious amounts of water on the firewall every time the hood opens on a rainy day. Oh, I'll bet you that's good for a ballast resistor.
Okay, this is JG Mopar.
Nice.
And
oh, and look what's in the background across the street.
Oh man, there's a road-towed wagon. Is that yours too?
I'll bet you.
I like that. It's 71 Charger and whatever. What is that? 68 or 69? 68? I don't know. The Coronet.
It's got the little round
or Super B or whatever it is.
It's got the little round lights on the side. Isn't that like a 1 year only kind of
Yeah,
thing?
that's 68. You're right. You caught that.
Ah.
JG Mopar. Hot and fire weather out here in Southern California. I haven't kept up with what's going on with the fire right now. Yeah, I think we saw that road towed before. Sold the wagon. Oh. Next time you have a road towed, give me a call. Wow,
the Who won't be fooled again in 71. Man. And you know what? They were wrong. We've gotten fooled again. Bunch of times. And a 71 Charger RT. And a 65 Valiant under the cover. You got some good Mopars, JG Mopar. I guess that explains the name. Has anyone made any content lately they want to plug? Feel free to mention your channel or a new video that you have come out.
Boat anchor.
Oh, look at the supercharger. Very nice.
Let me see what he said in that email.
All said my older cousin Ricky was mad for road runners. Exposed me to a lot of this stuff and Hot Rod magazines.
This car is Boat Anchor's brother's car.
Oh, okay. Nice. Very nice.
Yeah, that's that grill I like.
Really nice. That looks...
That's a grill. I found one, I used one, and they wanted $600 just for the grill. It's
yeah. Yeah,
I guess I don't need one that badly.
Yeah. We should make them. We should reproduce them.
I was looking at that thinking, I wonder if I can do that with metal, and I'm looking at that would sure be a lot of work.
Yeah, that'd be $600 worth of work.
Kim walked away. Get a what? Oh, man. JB sent a lot of pictures, but they're ones you're going to like, Kim. JB says my sister's ex has a duster like that. I'm downloading, that's why I'm struggling a little here.
Thanks so much, everyone, for being here tonight. Hope you're all enjoying our discussion. Oh, wow, look at them taking them off the train car. That's cool.
I forgot they did that with Vegas. Yeah, where's the oil in the engine go? Hopefully it stays in there.
Ooh. You'd think they'd have that worked out after about the first delivery.
Shark tooth, also known as a cheese grater. Be very heavy. Be very heavy. What was that about? I don't know. Gearhead says that's a drinker. I lost something on the chat here. I don't know what that reference is. JB says, yeah, I went a little crazy due to some of the interesting ways the Vega was shipped. Yeah, I'd forgotten about that. Look at that crazy stuff.
That's really neat. Thank you for sending that. I've never seen that.
Okay, I'm going
They
to
had it all
try.
figured out there.
And here's another 71. You like this stuff, Kim, don't you usually?
I do. I get a kick out of it.
Let's see the one. I'm going to try to zoom in on this.
It blows my mind that they stack one of the vehicles directly on top of the cab of the truck. And then it's
They
just a
still do
trailer.
that. They still do that.
Yeah, but it's not part of the trailer.
Hmm. Right. They got to drive it up on that thing that's part of the truck, part of the tractor, yeah.
I mean, it's literally
Oh,
right on top of the
that's what
tractor.
Mexican spec saying. That grill and metal would be very heavy, Buff. Yeah, it would be. And I wouldn't want to do it out of aluminum because that's just too much work.
There's rust already starting on the Vegas. There is not.
The
Okay, maybe a little.
Yeah, can you imagine that?
That's wild. They had that figured out.
Yeah, Mexican spec is that 70 or 71? I'm not sure.
I'll allow it because it's cool.
Jake Hiley, one heck of a windage trail in Las Vegas. You're at old portable parking lot. Chubby. Sold a shark tooth at San Antonio show for 600. And that's what I found one, and it was 600 bucks. At that time, some were selling for 1,500 before the aftermarket ones. Oh, there's aftermarket ones. I didn't know that. Yeah, look at that. Dodge Colt and Barracuda and Dusters. More Colts.
Wow, they really got them packed on there.
JB says those are 71s. Looked them up.
Wow. That's like stacked like Tetris onto that.
Got more cars on them.
This is cool.
Transporter. Chevrolets this time. There's a CUDA and a sea of minnows. Yep. Oh, that's the end of that row of them. I've got more to download from.
Oh, go back because they like those ones.
What?
While you're loading other ones, go back to the
One of the.
next to last one.
Yeah, that one.
Yeah. Yeah, that's good. Go ahead and do the
Now
loading.
I can go look at more.
Yeah, because they were talking about on the bottom. There's a CUDA, and there's the wagon on the back.
Yeah, this stuff's from
That's
JB.
a good mix.
There's a lot of them from JB, so I'm downloading them.
And a Toyota. Yeah, that Charger's like down there tucked in the. Man, that truck's a working his truck. I can't believe they have them shoehorned in there like that. I don't see a CUDA. Okay, I'm sorry. No CUDA.
Oh, some of these didn't download. Why? I don't know. I'm just trying to get them all.
Right, they can just drop them off at your house.
Is that a 71? No. Oh, it's a GTO. It is a GTO. Yeah, look at that. New cars. Oh yeah, more pictures of the Vegas. Can you imagine that train getting somewhere and the first time they open one of those up? It's like, how are we gonna unload this?
To just the headlights, it looks
Putting
like.
putting a Lincoln together. Yeah, wrapping it up, finishing up. Car motors. Yeah, imagine going to the dealer and picking that up.
Nice.
Hood pins. Okay, I know there's more here, and I gotta try to get them downloaded.
JB says that was a 71 Continental. There you go, Lincoln. And this
JB, a
is
couple of these
71
appear to
Roadrunner.
be broken, so I'm trying to get them to download it. But most of them are good.
I think that car is a 383. It does appear to say 383 in the hood. What are those kind of scallops on the hood called?
It was like baby bird baths. I don't know.
Yeah.
Okay, where are we here? I think it's this one's next. Cadillac. Man, I remember in those things, 71, that's the second generation of the Eldorados. Those things were enormous. That's a big, heavy car.
Yeah, look at the four-door in the background. It's a
Yeah, it's that one,
barge.
that blue one, that's a, what they call that? What they call the big Cadillac that had the B pillars? I don't remember.
I don't know. Sorry. I feel like I'm forgetting something.
Novas. Novas.
Nova.
There's one sitting on top of the truck, like you always notice. This is a Chrysler Plymouth dealer, but oops.
Danville Chrysler Plymouth. Here, I'll just.
Yeah, we need some help with that.
Slide her up there.
One of the many Danvilles in the world. Look at that new Subaru's sitting there, and Chryslers. I'd forgotten about those Subaru Star.
Subaru.
Yeah, originally when they came out, they were called Subaru, and then later on they called them Subaru. They're probably
KJ Kylie says Fleetwood.
Fleetwood. That's it. That's the name I couldn't think of. The big Cadillac.
Other people guessed Sedan DeVille. Oh, Buddy Carafano got it right first.
Sedan DeVille is the one that was usually they were a hardtop without a B pillar, and then those big Fleetwoods were like that with them.
Buddy, you get 2 points for saying Fleetwood. KJ Kylie, you get a point for being right the second time.
Can you drag that down?
No, I can't just keep moving things around.
Well.
Oh, there's your car, the Valiant.
Oh yeah, yeah. Except mine's a '72, but it looks just like that. Yeah, can you imagine that? New. That would work with no ground issues or anything. But we fixed all the grounding problems.
Boy, they got it strapped down pretty hard.
Yeah, it is, isn't it?
Yeah.
See, Tim says, when I worked at Lordstown, where they made the Vegas, those big forklifts would drop them, run the forks through the windows. Jeez. Yeah, see, I had a friend that was, his father worked at Lordstown. He was the supervisor in the paint, but it was long after Vegas. It was when they were building the Cavaliers. Oh, I missed that. The Pentastar on the dealer. Oh, yeah, look at that. The Pentastar up there on the Plymouth Chrysler. What does the rest of that say? Plymouth Chrysler something. Imperial.
Imperial.
That moth's about to get whacked.
Okay. Mafia hit on there.
Okay, what's the next one? Oh, here we go. B-body's coming down the line. Oh,
Dugster
A-body's
says the
behind it.
Pentastar on top of the dealer sign, I heard would rotate. Cool.
Oh, you know, I'm trying to remember if I used to see those things. Oh, the 60 special. Yeah, that was a big thing. So Mexican Spec got that right, too. Because that was a... I think the Fleetwood was when they
All right,
started
I'll
getting
give
the
you 2
B-pillars.
points. Also Mexican Spec, because you gave an answer that would have been correct had I even seen it.
See, those are DeVille's right there. Like, that one you can see there's no B-pillar.
Ooh. There's a bunch of gold ones, huh?
See? Well, look at that. You can see through the fly swatter. I'm about ready to whack out.
That moth is halfway across the room.
There's a moth that just keeps coming around here. When it gets close enough, I'm about ready to grab it. It goes away again. It's just driving me nuts. What are you gonna do?
I can get him.
You can get
He's on the wall.
Oh, dead moth. I think there's 2 of them. Yeah, there's
Deadpool.
there's a second one somewhere. Well,
It's up on the ceiling, but I can't.
Kim murdered one of the moths.
I did no such thing.
I'm what you call a Cadillac guy. I know too much. You know, I've never owned a Cadillac. I've owned a lot of cars, but never owned a Cadillac. Never owned a Lincoln. Oh, look at the Pontiacs.
Oh, excuse me. You guys are going to have to excuse me for just a minute.
You need to take a break.
You know what? I ran out of the fluid that you put your store your contact lenses in, and I just stored them in regular water, and that is the wrong thing to do.
So they're bothering you.
I had them in for an hour. You guys got to enjoy the glamour for an hour, and
So
now I
she's
have
gonna
to
go get her glasses.
now I have to look normal because I can't do it. I'm putting glasses back on. You guys are getting regular Kim instead of super Kim.
Regular Kim instead of regular Kim.
Yes.
Okay, those were photos sent by JB. Let's see what else I have here. Buddy Carafano sent in a ton of pictures. Let's see if I can move them over there because his are links instead of pictures, so you kind of get what you get. Izzy says 1972 was my dad's 6th year at the Fenton Mo Dodge plant as a painter. Man, I knew a guy, you know, that I think it's the building that Tesla's in now. That used to be Inumi, which is a Toyota GM thing. And before that, they built Chevrolet and GMC trucks there. And I knew a guy that was a painter there. And he did the inside of the cab on the driver's side. So as they came down, grabbed the gun that had the right paint coat and he just painted and it would move on. Next one, grabbed the right paint gun. And that's what he did all day long, every day. Dougster. Okay. GS 455. Yeah, look at that. Yeah, that's not a real heavy car either. That's the same chassis as a Chevelle with a 455. 71 Pontiac 455 still had really good cylinder heads despite compression ratio way down. Yeah, by 71, I thought all the compression ratios took a dump in 72, but maybe they did go down in 71. I don't know. I always thought it was 72. Well, I know 72, the power went way down because they started with net horsepower instead of brake horsepower. Of course, then everything changed. Okay, how can I do this? I can shut that one off. Oh, yeah, we're back to those. And then bring the next one up from Buddy Carfano. Yeah, 71 Chevelle. Yeah, same body, but a Chevrolet. I was trying to see what engine's in that. Could be a 454, I suppose. Maybe it says down there. I can't read it because I am in the way. What does it say?
It doesn't say.
Oh, you're reading it over there? Can you see the chat well enough?
What about
Tesla
it?
factory in the Bay Area used to be a joint venture, GM Toyota. Yeah, that's Inumi. They made a bad version of the Nova. Yeah, but before that, they were building Chevrolet and GMC trucks. Same facility. Because his dad worked there till 96. Ended up running the computer sprayers. Dougster. No, Dougster. I don't know what that's about. Okay. Because I'm really busy here, so
Mexican Spec asked, did he stay dead? But I don't know who we're talking about.
So I'm missing a lot of chat because I'm over here picking through this stuff. Oh yeah, there you go. 71 Challenger.
Excuse me, I'm sorry.
Getting tired already?
I don't know why I'm tired. I sat around a lot today watching YouTube. It's too cold to get started in the shop. Tomorrow we will start warming the shop up, and by this weekend it'll be warm enough that we'll be able to do some stuff.
Yeah, tomorrow's supposed to be like 30 degrees warmer.
Yeah.
Um,
It's not worth jumping out there and starting a fire when it's this cold.
You can't get it warm when it's this cold.
Especially if tomorrow's being warmer anyways. I'll just wait.
This is a 71 Alpha.
Oh,
Alpha, I can't read what it says.
Spider Veloce?
Lochi, I don't know.
Volce?
Cursor. Buddy Carfano's got a lot of pictures here, but they're one at a time. One at a timesies. So I got to do them like this. Oh yeah, look at that. I like the tops that went on there. It had that dip down top, but that one doesn't have the top. I guess one of them does down there. I don't know if I can click on that or not.
No, you can't.
I can't do that.
No, it's a screenshot. Oh, you can.
Yeah, it's a. He sent me a link to a, and I'm just putting the links up. But I like those tops. The one that dips down in the center. I think that looks really cool.
Neat.
I'm gonna. Oops. Okay, I'll just put it there.
What have you done?
Well, I'm getting rid of some of the. I had a lot of pictures stacked up. I thought there were more. Oh yeah, I remember these things. It's a BMW 2002. See, I had 1600s and 2002s, and the 2002 was the hot one to have. I knew a guy that had one of these back in. It was about then. It was 71. I was working in a gas station. He was friends of the owner, so he was always there. Oh, here you go. I remember these things a lot. Volkswagen squarebacks. Those things were everywhere. You know, it's really funny that they were just everywhere. And then I think about it. It's like, I wonder when I stopped seeing them because I was so used to seeing them. And then they just disappeared.
One day they were just gone.
Well, I was watching the Lunar Outlaw. He'd never seen one before. Yeah, he's a young guy. He'd never seen one before. He goes, "Oh, I like that. I like that. Man, I like that car. I like that car." And I'm thinking, man, those things were everywhere. How could you never seen one before? But I guess, yeah, the squareback. And then there was one that looked same body as that. That's a Type 3. It was a fastback. And those things were around too. Trivia question. What did Plymouth call their purple color? I got an idea, but I'm not going to say it. I'll let somebody else say it. But it was, I don't have a writing device. Can you hand me that pencil, please?
Good question, KJ Kylie. I'll award points. Who knows it?
I think.
Oh, that does sound right.
But
That's
I'm
what
not gonna.
Tim
I'm not gonna.
said.
I'm not gonna say it.
Oh, 38 Racing and Tim
Oh yeah,
say the same
they said
thing.
the same thing I said.
All
Okay.
right. I'm giving 2 points to both of them and 2 points to Buff Del
I don't
Campo.
get
He
points.
said the same
I
thing.
what am I gonna do? Buy the?
You can
I'll
buy the
save them up. I'll
Subaru.
buy the Subaru. Then it'll be
Delivery
my.
will be cheap.
It'll be my. But yeah, delivery will be cheap. It'll sit there in the place. It'll never move. Oh, here we go. I think we've seen one of these before. 71 Spitfire. We have a blue one out in the lower 40 there.
Yeah, Lunar lives in upstate New York. They were gone by the time he was a teenager. Before he was born, for goodness sakes.
What's this Dean Stevens that did? Buff's Papa remained dead. What's he talking about? Except Buff, Brian Lunar lives in upstate New York. They were gone by the time he was a teenager. Yeah, or before he was born.
Yeah, he's younger than me. They
Yeah,
were mostly gone when I was a kid.
Lunar's like 30 or 31 years
Oh
old or
yeah,
something.
they were gone. Some, if you went to a lot of car shows, you might have seen one, because people did have them, but like, no one was still driving them.
Oh, here we go. This is a car I kind of like. I have a friend that restored these things or still restores them. Saab Sonnet.
Oh, it's a Saab.
It's a Saab. That's a fiberglass car.
Oh wow.
Yeah, I think it's a pretty
It
cool
looks
little
like a
car.
Datsun, but not in the front.
It's a Swedish car.
See?
And it's a pretty interesting car. Maybe you can look up. Oh, I see. You've got that grill up there.
I did bring up the shark tooth grill. I'll show them before I take it
Oh,
away.
that's an aftermarket one, right?
I don't know. This is just a random search. In stock. Let's see how much it
Yeah,
is.
let's see how much it is.
Ooh, $8.99. And it
I
was
don't have that much in the whole car.
29. That's right. You don't. But it's not a 340 Duster either. All right. What was I going to look up now?
Look up the 71 Saab Sonnet 3 dashboard or instrument panel, something like that. I forget what they look like. Yeah, they had a German V4 in them. Oh, yeah. So I got a friend up in Oregon. He was the guy that worked for Saab for a couple of years as a designer, and then he went to work for Honda, and he worked the whole career at Honda as a designer. And then he was an instructor at the Art Center in Pasadena, which is a car design school. And his father had this business where he restored these things, and I think he took over that that business. Hey, we
Kim,
got
give JB some points. What did JB do right?
what did JB do right?
Violet was also correct color. Okay,
Is
JB,
it?
you can get two
Is it?
points also.
Is it?
I guess so. Violet and plum crazy with a lighter purple. The German 60-degree V4 from Cologne.
Yeah, you can look that up. Saab V4, which is probably the easiest way to find it. Yeah, look at those. I think that's a cool looking car, actually. Okay, where's that? Where's that thing flitting around? I got away. Well, there's the 3-cylinder 2-stroke. Somebody says it's a V4. There's the V4.
This one?
I think so.
Yeah, there's several pictures of it. They all kind of look the same.
Yeah, see, you could either get, see that one right above my head right there?
Yeah.
That shows it fairly well. But the original engine they had in them was the 3-cylinder 2-stroke engine.
Yeah.
And they were like ring, ding, 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 ding. They were, oh, look at that.
There. That's all the moths for today. We'll grow new moths for tomorrow
Oh, you
or
got
next
one?
week. Tim says his neighbor a few doors down has a nice red Datsun 260Z and a white Lotus Europa. Cool. Oh, in violet is Plymouth and plum crazy is Dodge.
Oh, so we got it wrong. Somebody else got it right. Okay.
Dizzy Izzy wants to
Mexican Spec
see.
sent a whole bunch of pictures, so it's going to take me a few minutes to download all that. But in the meantime, I'm going to look at this, which is, I'm not sure who sent this. Who sent this? Oh, you don't, you have something else pulled up. Who sent this? You might be able to move it up a little. I don't know.
Then you won't see the horse.
Oh, yeah, the horse on the roof. Man, there's a place in South Carolina, and I stopped there. Don't remember why I stopped, but they had the upper part of the roof. They had a 2-story, but part of it was single story, and the part of the single story had grass growing on the roof, and they had goats living up there on the roof. I got pictures of that somewhere. Got to dig those out sometime. That's the craziest thing I ever saw.
Someone was saying they were saying about the Jensen Interceptor.
Oh, okay.
And here, this one says it's a Fast and Furious 6 car. It's the 71 Jensen Interceptor.
A 440 Chrysler, British car with a big American V8 in it. Oh yeah, look at the flares on the Barracuda. I didn't even notice that.
It's a little unusual.
Is that J.G. Mopar sent that? Oh, let me see. Oh yeah, that is J.G. Mopar sent that.
Oh, well, thank you for sending in pictures. Thank you, everyone who has sent pictures. Even if we don't get to them or if we can't look at all of them, we appreciate it.
I'm trying to.
It's good for everyone. It gives us.
Mexican Spec sent me a photo album. I'm trying to get it downloaded.
Goats would have prevented a lot of fire damage in California. Potentially, I would think that seems like they would eat a lot of the brush and stuff like that. I know they had a lot of rain last year, which made a lot of stuff grow, and then a lot of dryness this year, which made it all dry out. It was like the perfect storm. The Santa Ana winds were blowing super bad, and what a catastrophe.
Where is it? Where is it? Okay, here we go. Mexican Spec. Oh, you got a different picture up, I'm sure.
Well, I'll get it.
Yeah, I know. I just Mexican Spec was sent this in.
Is that some kind of duster? Or do they call it something different?
Yeah, what is that, a duster down there, or is it something else?
Can you zoom in on that at all?
I can.
Those wheels are really
Yeah, I was
weird
looking at the
caps.
wheels. Look at the hubcaps. Another one from Mexican Spec. There's one of those grills.
Oh.
Mexican Spec says 71 Chrysler Valiant Duster. Wow, that's a weird name for us. Yeah, it says show the front. I'm getting all the pictures you sent, but I guess that's the front. And this one is got a couple of teeth missing there. But you know, you could black all that out. It'd look pretty good. The majority of dusters in Mexico still have their original wheels. That is a foreign concept over there.
You know what? It's just they're not the kind of. Oh, okay. It looks different from this side. From the other side, the hubcaps looked really strange.
I tried to move that up, but I can't move it.
What do you want to do? Move
I want to see the hubcap, and it's behind my head. Yeah, there we go.
It just didn't look like the poverty caps that
Yeah,
we're
they're
used
different.
to seeing.
They're different.
And from that angle, they looked really, really, really unusual. That's a nice looking front end to that car.
Oh, yeah.
That's cool lighting too.
Got a lot of pictures. This one. Is this one that's available right now?
Oh, the
Oh.
interior looks good.
Man, I like that steering wheel. That's the steering wheel I wanted. Remember I said I was looking for a steering wheel for my Valiant? That's the one I wanted. But those things are... Yeah, everybody wants a fortune for them.
I'll be back. Need a
Ooh.
quick break. Quick
Okay.
one, quick one, quick one.
You posted that on Fray Bodies. Got a lot of questions. $96.50 delivered to the border. Pulsey looks damn good too. That manual transmission on the floor. I'm downloading more Mexican spec uh, pictures here. No, it sounds like I'm ignoring everybody because I'm looking over here and I'm busy. Hey, here's the next one. It's a Mexican spec car. And I like that. Okay, let's see. Yeah, 4-speed, but 225. And it's not a 4-speed, it's a 3-speed. Oh yeah, and this says American on it. Oh, look at those little fog lights. Dr. Go. Good evening. Brings back memories of our family's purple duster that I total in its 6th year after getting repainted B5 blue. Just a 318 car, but fast enough to flip 3 times and fly.
Oh no!
Yeah, that's Dr. Go. He got hurt bad in that crash. You know, this is a picture he's got on his. He's got it right there in his avatar thing. Oh yeah, this is the one that says Rally on the back of it.
Oh, that's cool.
There you go.
Is that a 258 or whatever it is?
258 or 232. I don't know which, just looking at it. Interior, inside dimensions are a little different, but the outside's the same. Okay. And then there's more. Another, it's going to take me a minute to download another group of pictures from Mexican Spec.
Oh, he says that it was a 232 in line 6.
Okay, so it's a smaller one. Yeah, it's good. It's good engines. And this is from Mexican Spec. Opel Record, I think. That's one we didn't get in the U.S. I guess you can get it in the U.S. now. What you gonna do?
I'm turning this heater. It's cooking me.
Here's another one of those rear ends. It's kind of convex. It'd be long. I would love a Gremlin. Ex-wife had a Levi's jeans one. Gremlin X. I remember those things with the Levi's interior. Look at that. You could actually have one of those in the U.S. I don't know if you want one. I think it's sort of an interesting car. Those old Opals, I always liked them. It's the new ones that are like the Cadillac Catera. Those things I didn't like a whole lot. Yeah, the composite headlights would have been banned here, but now you can do it. Yeah, that looks good. We didn't get those headlights here. Not back then. What year is that? Oh, it's a 71. Oh, yeah, we're doing 1971. Yeah, 232s are AMC engines. They also had a 258 that looked the same. Oh, look at that. Very European interior. And the headliner's in good shape. Mexican Spec, you find the good cars. Oh, it says those were big in Brazil under the Chevy name. Camira. And a 282. Oh, you got an engine we didn't get, a 282, because we had 232, 258. And then, as you say, I guess it was a 282 that we never saw in this country. What is this? Buddy Carfano says. '71 Ford F100 ice cream truck. That's an F100? I don't know. Doesn't look like an F100, but maybe it is. Oh yeah, and these things. There's a guy here locally that has one of these that he always shows up at all the car shows, all the local car shows. Mexican Spec says I need to get the black car out of the backyard and get it back on the road. My wife wants to drive it. Is that one a slant six and a manual transmission, or I'm not sure which car is which. It's probably a '63 Plymouth. I think I got through all the emails. I got through all the emails, Kim.
Patrick Sullivan is here, says, crap, I'm late.
JB says that's a F100 chassis.
That makes sense. It doesn't look like a full size ice cream truck.
Oops, I lost it. I'll bring it back. Looks like a good truck to sling drugs out of. Okay, we got ads coming in.
Okay. If you get an ad, be sure to tell us what we're advertising tonight.
Okay, Mexican Spec says it just sent pictures of 70 of the AMX, but it's not a 71 car. That's okay. We'll show it. This is not exclusively 71. It's just we try to show
Plus,
some
this is
71
one of
stuff.
Mexican Spec's personal vehicles, so that's different. That's different. It's a viewer's
Oh,
ride.
look at that! It's can you scoochie that up a little bit?
I might.
It's an AM. It's like a Spirit here, only it's an AMX. That's pretty cool.
That's a nice looking graphics package on it. Yeah.
Oh, look at that.
Real nice.
Yeah, how much is that one, Mexican Spec?
No, I thought he said it was his car.
Oh, that's your car? Is that the one you have in the backyard?
Oh.
Yeah, actually, a client paid for it, but never came to get it. What?
Wild.
So you own this now, or you have it, or what? I thought you were talking about your 63 Plymouth, because I thought you had a black one of those. I drove that car 12 hours to get home. Oh, now I can see why she wants to drive that.
Yeah, it looks good. Modern wheels on it, and it
Oh, and the wheels are like out a little bit, and it's like, man, does that look nice?
does look good. Technically, it isn't yours.
I have the car, but technically isn't mine. You know, oh, the other guy paid for it. Blue Grit, good evening. Are those stock flares on that AMX? Man, they sure look like it, don't they?
I think that was the shape those cars were. I remember them looking like that. I don't know, maybe they're more flared than it was from the factory.
Can you handle this while I take a break for a couple of minutes?
Yeah.
Okay. Everyone, I'll be right back. Where we were like, oh yeah, an hour and a half. Yep. Can't scoot. I cannot scoot. Okay. I'll be back.
This black car has the 282 inline six. It says 4.6 liters on the side. Yes, and that makes it hard to find 14-inch tires for it. It's just a Spirit DL, not an AMX from the factory. It's an automatic with factory air. It looks slick. It really does. Those don't look like the American version of the Spirit tail lights that I remember. Yeah, I mean, that's wild that somebody would pay for a car like that and never come get it. I guess sometimes life takes over, though. Can never be sure why people do things. Wide raised white letter 14-inch tires are not readily available. Oh, yeah. Oh. I mean, I don't know. You'd have to special to order them, I guess. Yes, they are, Kim. Look it up on Google for 1983. Well, I believe you. It doesn't look like what I remember. You're saying that's just the regular Spirit lights. Maybe it's the graphics package that makes them look unusual. My grandma had a car like that, but it didn't look anything as good as this. The the pinstriping and the wheels and everything make it look really sharp. No, 38 Racing, the Eagle is a different car. That's the well, I don't know. Maybe the Eagle is, I don't know. I don't know my AMCs like I should. My mom liked the AMC cars when I was a kid. We had a Hornet and we had a something else. She always went to the Jeep dealer, to the Jeep Eagle dealer, to buy cars. It's a $600 decal package. Wow. It looks really, really slick. You know? I bet you it makes the car very, much more desirable. You know? It just looks very refined, finished. It looks sporty and very retro. I thought it looked similar. There you go. It does look similar. By the way, the tires are 15 years old and I drove it for 12 hours on them. Oh, wow. Yikes. I have some tires that are really dry rotted on vehicles that we have around here, and until I'm ready to start driving them all the time, I'm just going to leave them on there. Although I know two of the tires that are on Buff Del Campo's Valiant are horrifically dry rotted. They came off of my Dart. And they're 13-inch tires, and 13-inch tires, they're not easy to get. They're limited quantities. The real US AMX had a V8 in them, and they would blow this one away. Well, yeah. That's right, they're quality inspected. They've been tested to withstand the test of time.
Sorry about that.
They got me here, but I won't do it again. Yeah, there's some.
Where are we at? What's this I got?
12,000 pesos to get new tires. Wow. Because they're raised white letter 14-inch tires.
Oh.
Oh, pardon me. He says they're 15 years old. He drove 12 hours on them to get the car home.
Well, can you get a hold of this person? Why don't they pick it up? That's crazy. Or deliver it or something. What the heck? They paid for it.
Well, that's on them if they're not going to come get it.
Well, yeah, but now it's stuck. You know, it's like not his, not theirs, not just incompleted deal.
Bummer.
That's pretty good. He says 4.6 liter engine, did really well on the highway. New tires, new headlights. I would drive it anywhere. It's an enjoyable car.
Olive says those obscure teeny tire size make a great excuse to put some fun chrome steelies on things. In a size that tires come in. Yeah, the problem with my Dart is that I have 5 on 4.5 bolt circle in the back and 5 on 4 in the front. And I guess I'm going to have to upgrade the car to disc brakes so I can change to have the same bolt pattern all the way around. And then I'll get a set of wheels that looks good on the car and matches all the way around.
Buff, the guy was crazy. I can tell you a story on a phone call. Excuse me. The guy also had stage 4 cancer, so I'm not sure what happened to him.
Oh.
This is another one that Buddy Carfano sent. 71 Monte Carlo.
Nice.
I like those.
Looks real good. Head's in the way.
Yeah, my head's in the way. See if I got more emails. I probably got more emails. I do.
Blue Grit says the tires on his 68 Mustang were made before date codes were a thing. Yikes. When did they start putting date codes on tires?
I don't know. It happened. Wasn't even aware of it when it happened. And all of a sudden, people are telling me my tires are too old. It's like, what? Heck is this?
I
Oh,
saw
this
in
is a weird
Marketplace somebody had some 13-inch tires listed for $50 a piece. I know for a little while the best way to get 13-inch tires was to get trailer tires. I don't really think that's the best to put on a car. I don't know. But you can get them now. It was like a supply shock thing, I think, too, because I think they're available again. Mike N says, if you owned a DeLorean, would you drive it daily or only from time to time?
You might have to push it daily. I don't know.
That's a time travel joke.
This is like, can you back that off somehow? This is from JG Mopar.
Nice looking car.
And then there's 3 of them from JG Mopar.
Well, that one looks really good.
Look at the logo on the hood.
What does it say?
426 Hemi.
Oh, nice.
Plymouth Cuda convertible. Oh man, sorry. I started having a big sneezing fit.
Wow, that car looks
I didn't get the cough drop in time.
like a matchbox. Like the grill and everything, it looks like super plastic and like stylized. It's wild.
Beyond Racing, I have G78 14 tire bias ply on the original 63 Grand Prix spare wheel. Still holds there. Man, that's what my 64 Ford had on it. Well, it had F78 and then G7, and then I put G78s on it. And then later I went to 15-inch wheels. Yeah, I changed all the wheels on it. Yeah, I remember those tire sizes. See, that all made sense to me. When they went to the current tire sizes, I still struggle with it, try to figure out in my head what size they really are. But yeah, don't run trailer tires on a car. They're not designed to take side loads.
Mm.
Of course, it depends on where you're driving the car, too. Driving around the property in there, I'll put any old used tire on it. I don't care. As soon as you start hitting the street, yeah.
Phantasm. I never saw Phantasm. Looks like the car from Nash Bridges. Yeah, that's what I think of every time somebody says CUDA. I know Nash Bridges had a CUDA.
Another one from Buddy Carfano. 71 Trans Am. And that looks good, doesn't it?
Yeah. Yeah, I like those updated wheels.
See those little exit ducts on the backward scoops on the front fenders?
Yeah. It's like the ones you sent to
That's
Professor P.
exactly what I sent to Professor P.
Cool.
I've got 4 more of those around here somewhere. I was actually going to pull molds off them, take the best 2 and pull molds off of them, but I don't know, I may still do that. Oh, here's another one from Buddy Carfano.
71 Peterbilt.
Man, it's a big bastard. And then it's like an add-on bedroom back there.
It's got a nice paint job on it. That's a good looking truck. Look at all the chrome on that front.
Excellent spec. I watched that movie with a friend of mine. He had been drinking. I heard behind me. That's why my car came back with a broken back window. It was his car in the movie. Hearse.
Oh.
I knew guys that had Russian cars because I was kind of into that for a while. These guys all got together. They were making some movie and they wanted to use these Russian cars, and they used them in the movie. And everybody in this club was so excited they were getting their cars would be in a movie. And when they brought those cars back, they were smashed and broken, and doors smashed and windows smashed. And the movie producers didn't care. They just looked at us like some old cars. People were really upset. And an Acura hood. Yeah, can you imagine going down the road and that? Probably don't feel like you're going very fast.
Got a big motor.
I like that. I forgot those things even came as convertibles. Yeah, hours and hours of cleaning, not to mention dollars. Yeah, can you imagine trying to keep that truck clean? Yeah, Mexican Spec says I would never rent my car to a movie production. Yeah, because you lived in the area and you know the reputation. To most people, like a club, people that have cars like that, they're thinking, "Oh, cool, my car's going to be in a movie." They don't have any idea how they're going to treat them. Yeah, it's from those guys I learned never to do that. I'm just trying to close some of this. Oh, what's this one? Did I miss one?
Sure did. Where'd this car come from?
Where did this car come from? I missed one.
There it is.
I sure did. Who sent this? Who sent this?
Well, who's it between?
It's between all the cars that were in the assembly line and in the car carriers. And the black Barracuda. Yeah, who sent this 71 Torino? Yeah, poor Torino needs. It looks like the way I write. Needs. Sometimes I get finished writing and there's like spell check stuff. I'll look and there's like 3 E's or 3 O's. There's that look. I guess I fumble finger the double letters sometimes.
I don't know. It's sitting out on the prairie.
Tim, out on the road, I ran my big rig through the truck. What? Okay, he took that away right while I was reading it. JB, never made a Monte Carlo convertible. People use Cutlass top mechanisms. Oh, okay, that's why I'd never seen one or couldn't remember it. Yeah, Torino would make a nice car, maybe. You know, looks like it's dry out there. There's some rust on the front wheels, but that doesn't mean the car's rusty. Bruce sent that. Bruce Coulter. Oh, okay. So that's what that's a way up north car. Crank those torsion bars down. Haha, yeah. Those are springs up in the top. They're not fun. Well, that car doesn't have an engine in it, most likely. But I guess it could be up there. Yeah, those front springs up there in the top those are not fun to get in and out. I'm sure Blue Grit knows that. Yeah, that's what I thought. It needs an engine. 38 Racing. That pick reminds me that I owned a 71 Torino for a couple of weeks last year. A couple of weeks. That's like some of the cars I've had. Oh yeah, I had one of those for a couple of weeks. Oh, Tib says I have some button that zaps my messages. Sorry. Oh, okay.
Oh man, now you have to type it again if you want to see.
I was like partway through reading it, it just goes away. I like the covered headlights on those. The bigger engine cars did not get the covered headlights though. Oh, I didn't know that. I knew some had it and some didn't, and I didn't know that the big engine ones didn't. I know they put 429s in those things, which was, it was crammed in there, but you know, they make quite a car. My father bought a 70 Ford, and I was trying to get him to buy a Torino, but he bought a big old Galaxy, which is probably a better car, but it's kind of frumpy looking compared to the Torino. Actually, I was trying to get him to buy. I said, get a Corvette. He goes, that doesn't make any sense. We got a family. There's only 2 seats. I go, a mom drives, get 2 of them. It's like my father would never buy a 2-seat car, never a sports car, never 2 cars for the family. That's probably the most ridiculous thing you ever heard of. Connor from CSS got the Torino. CSS. What's CSS? CSS. Kim, what's CSS? Who's CSS? Connor from CSS. Sounds like a YouTube channel.
Sorry, don't know.
Don't know. I don't know either.
Oh, it was optional. If the engine didn't make much vacuum, the covered headlights wouldn't work.
Oh, that's
sense.
why they did it. Yeah, my Cougar was really slow. They were like, when they come up, they go down. They work barely. And then when I put the Chevy engine in it, man, that thing, they didn't work at all. I had to do it manually because that Chevy didn't produce it. There's no vacuum.
Is it because of the cam or is it because of the carburetor?
I don't even know where I would have got vacuum. Yeah, it's dual carbs feeding half the engine, half the engine.
Dual carbs,
and then it was, and it was
that's a
each
low vacuum
side
setup.
You've seen that. You've seen that thing. I don't know if everybody's seen that or not. Maybe I should bring it in. Should I bring my oops, that's the wrong button. I like to bring my Cougar in sometimes. Let's see.
Tim says, when I was out on the road, I would run the truck through a truck wash every week. If your truck is dirty, you have a bigger chance of getting pulled into the weigh stations for inspection. Keep it clean. I did not know that.
Can you back that out just a little, maybe?
Yeah. When you have all that carburetor, that's why you don't get too much.
Well, and then it was like 2 separate engines. Each side of that manifold, they were not connected together at all. So it was like
at all?
No, it was like a fork. Those things fed down between each other like that.
There's no crossover tube at all?
No. So it was big old 650 double pumper on each.
Oh man.
On a 4-cylinder engine, basically.
Yeah, that's a very.
So anyway, this thing, I don't have many pictures of this car. Oops, wrong way.
That doesn't look like the car.
No, that's a chop top one. Yeah, that's on the right. That's me from 1979, probably. And that's a friend of mine. His name was Paul. I've tried to find him. I don't know what happened to him. Disappeared into somewhere. And then, why didn't it click? Oh, what's going on
38
here?
Racing says CSS is Connor's Shitbox Sanctuary. And he's the Fifth Avenue at No Name Nationals.
Why am I having so much trouble with this?
I don't know.
I sure am, because there's 3 pictures there, and I can only get 2 of them to come up. Okay, I'll try this again.
I don't know. Just click directly on it.
Here it is. I found it. For some reason, it's
Out of order.
yeah, something's out of order. Yeah. Old black plate. See, my headlight doors aren't lined up there. That'd drive me nuts. But I was just trying to get a run. It had a 327, had a 365 horse 327, which was originally a 365 horse 327, and a turbo 400. So all the Ford people think I'm crazy. Yeah, Mexican Spec noticed that. Was that a chop top Cougar with a third brake light? It probably was. This picture is something I picked up on the internet. Oops. See if I can find it again. Oh, where was it? I think this is it. Yeah, what the heck's up there? Is that a third brake light?
Maybe it's
That doesn't look good as a chop top. I don't know why I like chop tops, but I don't like that so much. Yeah, it does. It looks like a third brake light up there.
Well, it's different.
Well, it's got that goofy hood too, so I don't know. Somebody liked it. Mexican Spec, not crazy, but evil. I don't know why somebody would do that. I don't know. Some chop tops I really like. I got a folder of cars here that says chop tops. We should look at these. So Mexican Spec can have a real fit. Okay, let's see here. Completely off the 1971. We have 57 Ranchero chop top and big wheel wells. Yeah, 38 says that's the extension of the roof rib. Okay, let's see what the... Oh, I don't know. I can't get to that again. Not easily.
What?
That Cougar, because I put it away, and then I got to go find that folder again, chase it down. But I was going to put it up again, but...
Don't put it up again.
Because there were questions about it. What's this? Oh, that's a chop top. Like, what is that, a 57 or 58 Dodge? You can barely see it. Chevy van with a chop top. Kind of interesting. Probably not a lot of room in there to drive that. I like stuff like that. Four-door Maverick with a chop top. That's a lot of work. Yeah, can you believe somebody would do that? Can you imagine trying to chop a four-door car? That's a lot of work. And it came out good. I don't know if I like the car, but I can appreciate the work. Oh, look at that crazy thing. 63 or 4 Riviera. They divided the windshield. Oh, I know why they did that. So they could make a windshield. That's crazy. Was that a 57 Buick chop top? I like chop tops. So I saved a bunch of pictures of Mexican Spec says, Kim, if Buff has time to collect these pictures, he doesn't have time.
He's had this collection for a while.
You know what? When I see something, I'll just throw it in that folder. So that collection's probably 10 or 15 years
It's
old.
ever growing.
Look at that, a two-door wagon. Is that photoshopped or is that real? That would be a lot of work. Now that one was out in Yuma. I should have bought it, but it's a chop top. Yeah, they didn't want a lot of money for it either. I should have grabbed that thing. There, $3,500. And
That's
that
a
was
lot of money.
that was probably 10 years ago. Yeah, there's the regular top with the top up higher, like stock.
Boy, it does look better with the top chopped.
Oh, it looks great with the top chopped. I saw that. I was going down the road and it's like, whoop, stop and pull in. I had to look closer at it. Yep. Oh, yeah, I did a picture. I put the two of them together so you can see them side by side. Yeah, it looks a lot better chopped, doesn't it?
Yeah, it looks silly.
With the high top after you see the chop top.
Yeah.
Oh, and I saw that going down the road. This is like a dirt lot where people park cars for sale. And I'm driving. I always used to look in there as I drove by, and I saw that thing. It was like, pull in. Wasn't gonna miss that. Chop Fiero. That looks kind of funny. Terry Mott. Kim advertisement is Myers. Yeah, chop top and 68 marker lights. Yeah, I noticed that. More traditional chop top, 1949 or 50 Ford shoebox. 59 T-Bird chop top. It almost looks like the back of the top is too high. Cougar taillights. I noticed that Cougar taillights. Yeah, there was a Riata in the background. There was. I really like Riatas, except this very, very early electronic car, and I'm just afraid of them because all that stuff's going to, it's going to give you trouble, or likely to. That's insane. No bumper, but two sets of those tip marker lights, fender tip marker lights, and the chop top is just like way too chopped. I don't know. Guess somebody likes it. 54 Merc. Another 57 Ranchero.
Yeah, yeah, the red one doesn't do it for me either. Makes a good spec, yeah.
Look at the rear fenders on this thing. What is that, a Chevelle wagon? Oh, it's a Chevy too. That's crazy fenders. Yeah, I had to tub it right through the windows. Insane Chrysler. Oh, there's one of these Volkswagens with the kit. Make it look like a 40 Ford. Those were a lot of those run around at one time, but they chopped the front of that top. Look at that. They wedged it down. 56 Plymouth. Chopped. What is that thing? Don't know. 55 or 56 Merc. There you go. Now that's the year after 38 Racing's cars. That's a 60. 60s and 59s look so much alike, yet there isn't one panel I think that's interchangeable because they are a completely different body. Buick wagon. Wow, that's a lot of work somebody put on that in that. Yeah, over the years I've got a pretty good collection of this stuff. Still, if I see a car with a chop top, I just throw it in this folder, grab the picture, put it in this folder. Yeah, George Barris used to do this stuff. The grills he'd put some real fine mesh back there, paint it flat black, and then he'd use drawer knobs for drawer pulls for a grill. And I think that's what this is. I'm shaking my head no. Oh, the roof and the glass interchange. I was just talking to Kim about that last night, and I go, I think they might, but I'm not sure. So the roof and the glass do interchange. Oh, it was a Volvo.
Yeah.
Olive will be going crazy over this. She'll either like it or go like, "What did they do? They ruined it."
I don't think anybody. How
They
could
ruined
anyone
it.
like that?
They ruined
That
it.
is hideous.
There's 66 Chevy chop top.
Oh, there's something wrong with the way they did that.
Old Chevy pickup with a chop top.
That looks okay.
See, two Fieros, chop top and a non-chop top.
Because what you needed is a shorter roof in the Fiero.
Now here's an interesting one. That's a 58 Ranchero, but the front bumper is from a 57 DeSoto. It looks like it was made for it, doesn't it? And of course, chop top. Olive says that's ridiculous. That Volvo.
Hideous.
Yeah, I figured that's what she'd think. I don't know. I'm just a squareback, Volkswagen squareback with a chop top. Falcon Ranchero, chop top, but they kind of ruined the front end on it.
It looks kind of rusty.
Well, it's just not a very good looking nose piece. Oh, there's that thing again. I guess I had two pictures of it. And a C5 Corvette with a chop top. I got to think that looks good, but when I sit in one of those without the chop top, my head's already close to the ceiling. I think that looks good, though. I think that looks really good. Oh, yeah, there's that 66 Chevy again. Here's where you really notice the top's chopped.
I don't like it. It's really out of proportion.
I do like people who do chops to show restraint. Yeah, you can overdo it. Yeah, imagine that, a 66 Charger. See, up front it looks kind of good with a chop top, but you look at the back and there's just something that looks wrong about the fastback, you know.
Yeah, no, it's wrong.
So that's the end
They
of
had the proportions right from the start. They didn't have to do that to it.
Look what they did to the vent window. Those vent windows go up to a point, and there they just lopped it off. But that's the end of my chop top picture show. That's all of my had over like 12 or 15 years or something shit. I don't know. As long as I've had computers, I've saved those. So let's see. What have I got in my email? Oh, there's more stuff in the email. This is Hippie Long. I'm going to download some from Hippie Long here. Oh, where's the download button? There it is. Oh, I'm going to like this. Okay, where do I start? I start here. Hippie Long. What are we looking at here?
Chupacabras.
And then this. I hope I'm going the right direction. Yeah,
that's a cute Volkswagen.
Oh, this one. I'm gonna attempt to. I can't make it zoom. I was gonna zoom in so we could look at each one, but the one at the bottom, Well, I like a lot of those. You ever driven one of those? What is that? That's the original Fiesta. Those cars, they were they weren't fast, but they felt quick just because they were four speeds, and they just felt quick, and they handled so well. I remember the first time I drove one of those, I thought it was just like some little econo box, and by the time I got out of it, I'd done some work on it, and I took it through the loop where we test drive, and which is down the road on the freeway, up to the next exit, and back down the road. I did that, and it was like, oh man, I want one of these. I really liked it. And then there's that X19 Fiat there. Yeah, Mexican Spec says nimble is the word. Do you like those? See, you've driven them all, yeah. Those little that one in the middle, those Fiestas are just great, and so are the X19's even more nimble. And here we go, 64 Dart, really nice, clean 64 Dart, and a Maverick, probably a 71 maybe. Yeah, nimble and thrifty. They were. Just a fun car to drive. You don't find too many cars that are like that. Not a fan of them for different reasons. I don't know why I like that. I like that. I liked a couple of those. Oh, here we go. What year's that one? 68 or 69? Not sure. It's the one I call the Torino style Rancheros. Well, if any of you ever driven a X19, or if you get, of course, they're getting old now. If you drive an old car, they don't always handle the way they did when they were new. But the an X19 that's everything's working right, man, they are a fun car. I don't know if they're appropriate on the road today. I wouldn't want to get hit with a big truck. Of course, you might go under it. I don't know. Pretty small cars. Same thing with a Porsche 914. The Porsche people don't like them, but man, I like them. It's one of the most most fun cars I've ever driven. Was a '69. I was saying '69 because I was looking at this. It was a Fiat X19, and uh, and the same thing with the Porsche 914. And the 914, the first time I drove was a 914-6, and that car was really something. The second one I drove was like, man, this thing's wimpy. I don't know what it had, a 1.7 or a 2.0 or something. But the 914-6, man, that was a real car. I don't know why the Porsche people didn't like them. Mexican Spec says when everything is working right, which is never on an X19. The X19s I drove were um, probably had very low miles, almost new. Their friends had them, and I got to drive them. Yeah, that's the last one of those. Actually, been mostly under semi trailer in an X19. Would have clipped the top of the windshield if never braking. And we got a few more from Buddy Carfano. Which one's this one? Oh, here we go. Mexican Speckle like this. Oh, retired Inspector Bruce says Lotus Europa was lower than a 914. Well, Lotus Europa is another one of those cars I really like, but I never got to drive one. I had a friend that had one. I just never got to drive it. And man, that was his daily driver. He used to drive it to work every day. A pretty good distance too. And he liked that car. And then later, I haven't seen him for maybe 40 years. But after that, after the Europa, he had a 924 Porsche. And I worked on that car a couple of times, but that's a front engine Audi engine Porsche, and it was okay. A hearse with red lights. It must be a combo car. Yeah, or something somebody just did because they don't know any better. They look like covers on headlights. I know Mexican Spec likes those things. That car did not come with those wheels. Okay. That Lotus Europa down the street from me comes up to my knees. Yeah, look up a Lotus Europa.
What year were
Here.
those cars?
I don't know. You know, they were the same for many, many years. Yeah, there's a black one. There's all of them same thing. Hey, you can see somebody standing by one there. Yeah, it's up to his waist. I bought a clear plastic body, 1/25th scale clear plastic body of one of those, and I built a slot car way back. Okay, so that was like in 1967 or 68, somewhere in there. I was building slot cars and racing them, and I had a Lotus Europa slot car. So that was whatever years that was, 67, 68. Grand Vic is here. Good evening. Look at the wheels on that. That doesn't even look right.
Oh, it's a Windsor V8 powered Lotus Europa.
Can you imagine that? Those things, it's a fiberglass body, probably aluminum chassis. I don't know. They're a really lightweight car. Lotus kind of has a center frame that you sit on either side of it. And they're really lightweight, good handling cars. I can't imagine what they did to put a V8 in that. Probably built a new chassis. I don't know. Red headlights are were hard to find. Ask me how I know. Yeah, okay. I'll ask. How do you know they didn't come with those wheels? I just figured you knew, and I just left it as you were an expert. Blake Gaddis. Oh, we were showing pictures of yours. Let's see, which one were that? That was like an hour and a half ago. I'll try to find them again. Okay, can we go back to picture show? Buddy Carfano's 71, or picture he sent in, a 71 Bronco. And then there's another picture from him. There's a 71 Blazer. Yeah, that thing's jacked up in the air a bit. Okay, somewhere in here, I gotta find. We had a lot of pictures tonight. Okay, which one was it? Oh, I know which one is Blake's pictures. I'll find them right away because we had all kinds of questions and no answers.
Oh, we had questions about the backgrounds in the pictures too.
Yeah, pictures.
It was way at the beginning.
Yeah, I'm looking. Here it is. It is here. Oops. Kim, can you fix that?
No. It's unrecoverable.
Unrecoverable. Okay. So we got questions about this and what were in the big piles in the background. And then more pictures Blake sent. I think they're really pictures of the Dodge truck, but the background's really interesting. Look at my brother had an early '67 Lotus Europa Series 2 that burned in the, I don't know how to pronounce that, Soviet fire, along with over 100 other collectibles and race cars. Luckily, I did not have anything there.
Oh man.
Yeah, we had a fire up where I lived some years ago. A friend of mine, the guy that owned the machine shop, fire came down and went through where his barn was. And he had a '56 Nomad in there that was perfect. You know, it was just a showpiece. He had a '67 Corvette with a 427 with Crowder injection on it, another showpiece. And then he had a Model A in there. All three of those cars got burned up. No insurance would cover them because it's like natural disaster or some nonsense. Could be a front wheel drive hearse. It's not in my world and never will be. Oh yeah, here we go. Yeah, I do kind of like that truck. I'm trying to move it up, but it's like, oh, that's good enough. Somewhere in West Texas, I would say. JB later front wheel drive hearses have 8 lug wheels. Oh my god. All Lotus models started with the letter E. You know, I never really noticed that, but you're right. Hmm. What was the other one I liked? The Lotus Elon? What was the mid-engine Lotus that had a 4-cylinder in it? Had a slant 4 where you could put a V8 in there pretty easily. Uh,
Glower.
Lotus.
Elise.
No.
Spirit. Evora. Elan.
Can you scroll down just slightly? Is that orange one? Geez, they don't tell you.
Spirit.
Spree.
Okay.
That orange one really looks nice.
It looks like retired Inspector Bruce W. Got it. 2 points.
Spree, you got it.
You get
You're
2 points.
getting points. Okay, Blake,
just
got
throw
us.
out all the names.
The white stuff is corn stalks that are fermenting for cattle. Why do they ferment them? Get the cattle
so
drunk?
they can digest them.
Oh, okay. Oh, because they don't digest corn.
Well, no, the stalks are like.
So this is, because everybody's asking what that was. And there's the silos, but those. Oh, yeah, and they're covered up. Okay. Jack Kim, no grease monkey tonight. Oh, no, Tuesday nights we're in the studio.
That's so we can do the green screen. Show
green
viewers
screen
rides and talk about cars from 1971.
And we show all the pictures. And then on other nights, if we're up in the shop, we just turn on the we go live usually pretty late. We call it the cleanup crew. But now I'm working again, so I'm working like from 8 to noon. It's a part-time thing, so I don't know how I'm going to do in the late night shows. I'll try to figure it out. Okay, let's see here. Yeah, so the cows can get wasted.
That's nice that they make stuff for the cows to enjoy. Silage, then. Yes. That explains it, because that's why you have to put things up into a silo, or else it will rot. But they kind of want it to rot, so they put it in a pile.
Buffalo Wing, welcome. It's Cleveland's new dome stadium. Okay. Danny Boyd, I made it. Hey, you're here. Good. I'm glad you made it. Thanks for coming in. Blue Grip, my brother has an Elise. I understand Chapman, the designer, named the Elise after his daughter. Oh, it's like Mr. Benz named the car after his daughter, Mercedes. Oh, next week Buff needs to wear a green. Okay, let's see. Should I pull up my shirt and show my?
I don't think that shirt is green enough.
Maybe it's not green enough. I have a green shirt on underneath this sweatshirt, and I was kind of surprised that it didn't. I walked in here earlier without the sweatshirt on. I don't know if I can do this, Kim.
We need to get you a green.
Yeah, see, look at that. Can you help me pull this shirt up? It's bound up.
No. When she's stripping.
Okay, see, the green shows. Why does this green show and the other ones just see through me? That's really weird.
We got to get you one of these a bright green turtleneck, and then you'll just be a floating head.
The floating head, Danny Boyd. I like that truck right there. That belongs to. I just said his name. Oh, come on! Don't be an idiot. Blake Gaddis. Yeah, and there's a bunch of pictures of that. Okay, let's see here. Dizzy Izzy, take care, folks. Good night. Okay, thanks for stopping by.
Yeah, thanks Dizzy. For talking about music, Dizzy Izzy. That was cool.
Yeah, a lot of music memories. Buffalo Wing, I hope to see you guys in your Bills jerseys on Sunday. Danny Boyd. Expect first. DT, then Rob, now Buff. Okay, I don't know what that is. Green. Yeah, normally you have something, a green screen. Like this hat has some green in it. You can see right through it. Let's see if I can get it lined up with a hubcap or something. See, you can see that hubcap right through it because there's a little bit of green in it. But so anything that's green, you just see right through it. A lot of times I'm drinking something like Mountain Dew and it's green. You can see right through it. So do dinosaurs. Oh, you want to go to the dino room?
Oh, our dino.
Well, yeah.
Why? What about the dino room?
Dean Stevens is asking about dinosaurs. That photo is not Green Acres. That's the old military truck.
Dinosaurs with halitosis. That's right. This one dinosaur has really bad breath. Look.
Yeah, we're in the dino room.
That's what really killed all the dinosaurs, was that one's bad breath.
All these other car channels have dino rooms, so we decided to have a dino room.
We're in our dino room.
I think we misunderstood.
This is where we go to talk about horsepower. Although maybe it would be dino power.
Before his green, Rex Kim power. Should wear that stained green shirt. Oh, that was one of my favorite shirts of hers. And then she went.
I destroyed it.
She got under a car and greased it up so it'll never come clean again. And she still wears it if she goes to the shop sometimes, but yeah, it's pretty much ruined. And it still works as a shirt. It's been discolored. What's this, JB? Something JB. Well, they were talking about something, and Danny Boyd says, "Oh, okay, I think I remember them. I'd forgotten about the iMark name." Hey, a friend of mine had 2 iMarks, and one was smashed in the back, one of them smashed in the front. He bought them that way. The one smashed in the front was a diesel, so he cut the back off real long, cut the front. Body shop welded them together and made a big long limousine. That's what started his limo business. Was an iMark, a long iMark. And then he bought some Cadillacs and things. Torpedo Vic, sorry guys, 4:30 East comes early. He's taken off already.
Thanks for stopping in.
Oh, Buffalo Wing says I could see right through her green eyes. KJ Kylie, he's just vaping. Yeah, it kind of looks like the volcano in the background looks like it's coming out of his mouth. Exactly. Everything else is a conspiracy theory. Anyone see the 65 film by Don Knotts promoting Dodge trucks and motorhomes? You know what? I just saw that. That was just suggested to me, and I watched that.
I saw it too. I didn't
and
watch
you watched
it.
Oh, okay.
I saw the thumbnail for it, but I didn't watch it.
Dean Reno. I see why Danny Boyd just got here. He was on Kiwis Live. Oh, that's what happened.
Kiwis Live. That's cool.
That's right. Kiwi has live the same night.
I forgot.
Well, what happened was we picked a night when nobody that's kind of in our group was there, and then Kiwi started doing it. So we just left ours on Tuesday night. I sent you 2 emails, Buff, about gorgeous swept line truck.
Blue Grit Garage. I remember this Far Side cartoon with the dinosaurs smoking cigarettes.
Danny Boyd says too many good lives on Tuesdays. You know, when we chose this, we were the only ones on Tuesday.
That's not true. There were other people on Tuesday.
We're the only car people on Tuesday.
No, because Roadkill Customs was on Tuesday.
Oh, I don't know.
At the time. Already. And had been for a while. But you don't know who they are for some reason.
Yeah, I don't know who
they sponsored the first No Name Nationals.
Okay, Mexican Spec just sent me.
We had to pick a night. We just picked a night and went with it.
Mexican Spec just sent me a ton of pictures, so I'm trying to download them. Kim, are you tired?
Yeah.
Why?
I'm struggling.
Oh, how far are we? Like 2.5 hours into it? Okay, Mexican Spec sent pictures. I'm almost there. A lot of pictures.
He's almost there. More pictures. That's a pretty truck.
There they are. They showed up. Okay. Oh, yeah.
I like that color.
JB had a 68 Coupe de Ville came through my junkyard. It was Sans AC or PW. Oh, Power Windows. Okay, I'm going to pay attention to this instead of you're going to have to catch a chat. Okay, here we are, Mexican Spec car. There's a Mustang in the background. Is this a 71? No. What year is this one?
Only Kim and Buff remain. Everybody else is exhausted out. Rods, and Street Machines. I guess he was streaming us also. Oh, the others got nervous and left. No, they didn't. They do stuff.
They probably found out about this channel while they were in those channels. That's pretty cool. Because all of a sudden they all showed up. Mexican Spec, you going to talk about? Oh, okay, it's a 71. He is talking about it.
Mm-hmm.
I remember this. Metal doors. Oh, and Modine radiator. Somebody replaced the radiator with a good one.
Ew.
Slant 6, big long manual transmission shifter.
Wait, slant 6?
Yeah, I think so.
No.
Well, I thought I saw a slant 6 when the hood was open. I'll go back.
Was it a slant 6?
I'll go back.
It is a 225 slant 6, according to Mexican Spec.
Yeah, I thought I saw the...
I didn't see the slantiness.
See right there?
Oh, yeah.
When I was talking about the radiator.
That absolutely is a slant 6. I'll be darned.
Yeah, Cadillac Calais came with fewer options. Yeah, it was the inexpensive Cadillac. The low trim level. Grease Billy Garage. Hello. Oh, Olive. It's rainy and I like 45 here in Sarasota. That's pretty cool for Sarasota. It's very cold for. Okay, I had enough of this guy. He's buzzing my face. I want to get rid of him. Everybody says that. The Leaning Tower of Power. We have several of them.
2.
Oh yeah, I guess you got rid of one of them.
Well, okay. The third one, I rolled down over the hill.
Someday we're gonna have to get that out of there.
Yeah, really? Someday someone will find it. When we're dead and gone, archaeologists will find it.
You can see it's a low trim level, costs a little lower. Danny boy, I rode one like that, which was a long bed, same color. Had the crazy school bus automatic shifter sticking out of the dash. Oh yeah, I like those. The one that has the lever that I'd forgotten about that. If that's the one I'm thinking of. This is a pretty nice truck. So Mexican Spec, is this one you currently have on your list? Look at that shifter. That's probably pretty nice to drive. Where is it? Oh, I missed it. I went the wrong direction. Yeah, that's the one I was trying to find. I just add a long bed to my list. That was a U.S. truck with that automatic shifter. Oh, okay. I think everybody in the entire country is cold tonight. Yeah, you know, when I was looking at the weather, it's the first time I've ever seen all the snow south of us. It's cold here. It's like 4 degrees, but the snow sometimes comes down as far as us. This time it's completely south of us. It's along the Gulf Coast. It just seems crazy. Oh, Mexican Spec says he listed it quite some time ago and it's still available.
That's a nice looking truck.
Yeah, and it's got, I kind of like it with the painted wheel covers or hubcaps.
I like it, but I don't have any money. Not for that.
Yeah, I'm like that.
I spent all my money on a 66 crew cab Dart.
A crew cab Dart. Yeah. Yeah, when you're in a truck, you want to buy a crew cab. When you're in a car, you want to buy I don't know, a non-crew cab. I don't know. They're all good now, crew cabs. Grease Belly, I like that truck, but I have too many cars. Yeah, we have too many cars.
One does not merely have too many cars.
Terry Mott, it was snowing south on the palm trees.
I don't think they know about second breakfast.
Oh, where's that picture we had? Who was it? I gotta find it again. I gotta bring up that picture again because it's pretty good.
What's that? Car carrier?
No, whose was this? Whose was this? From
Oh,
Baton Rouge. That's Baton Rouge today.
that's wild.
That see, now my memory is not so good.
Was it Tim? No, it wasn't Tim. It was who remembers? -5 tonight in Pittsburgh. Don't you wish you were still here, Kim? No. I don't wish I was still there. I do miss my friends. I do. I had lots of fun in Pittsburgh. There was fun events all the time.
That's Mike.
I got to do some cool stuff. Oh, it was Mike N.
Mike N's
Okay.
car. He pulled it out into the snow.
Pulled it out to take that picture today when it was snowing. That's an awesome picture. Really cool car.
And I have more pictures here. Oh
And-
man, Mexican Spec sent me another book. Okay.
KJ
keep going.
Kylie, it is not warm here tonight. I mean, it's only about 10 degrees warmer here in Clarksville, but in a couple of days it will warm up considerably.
Oh, it's
And
supposed to be like 30 degrees warmer
yeah,
tomorrow.
yeah, it's going to warm up a lot. And we haven't had, we have a in Pittsburgh they would call it a dusting of snow here in Clarksville, and it'll melt right away. So yeah, I'm not missing the weather in Pittsburgh tonight, but I am missing some of my friends. If I was in Pittsburgh, I wouldn't be able to be doing this. And I really do enjoy being here with all of you and with Buff Del Campo
Ooh.
and working on my 66 Dart.
Okay. More Mexican spec cars. 71 Mustang. I believe it's 71.
Well, that's a nice car.
He's showing his 71 stuff off.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Yep.
Thank you for doing that, Mexican spec. Taking out the time to.
Barrows is here.
Oh, welcome to the stream, Barrows Garage. Terry Mott says it's -1 in Indiana, but no snow. -1 is too cold to snow.
The snow is all south of us. We're in Middle Tennessee, and that snow is down on the Gulf Coast.
It would have to warm up to snow. When it gets that cold, the air gets real dry.
Oh, we don't have any moisture here. It's cold. It's 4 degrees outside. This is a Mexican spec car. Look at those wheels. I don't even know what those wheels are.
That's really unusual.
But I do like the coupe. See, I don't like the fastback of this body style, but I do like the coupe. I like that car. Aftermarket radio. Aftermarket steering wheel.
Mexican spec says it's 61 degrees Fahrenheit here right
Cold.
now. Cold.
It's like Arizona. It's like Yuma. Anything below 70 is cold. It'd be like 55 degrees and people got their big winter coats on, because they'd never seen it so cold. Oh, yeah, look at that. Mexican spec, how much is this? After I bought a car. That's all right. I'm glad I got the car that I got. So, Mexican spec, what? Tell us about this Mustang.
Oh, Danny Boy doesn't like them wheels. I'm really not a big fan of those wheels either, but
I don't even know what they are.
see, you know what would make that car better? A nice graphics package. I am spoiled by the really nice graphics packages you showed us on cars.
Well, look at the
decals that were on the cars earlier really looked good.
Look at the hood. The hood has some trim on it.
Yeah, you need some more of that on the sides of the car to dress it up.
I don't know. I kind of like it the way it is.
Nacho Mustang.
Oh.
Nacho Grande Mustang.
Yeah, wheels are easily changed, of course. I just don't know what they are. I don't mind them. Buddy Carfano, -2 there. It's a 351. What is it?
I thought they didn't have very many V8 cars in Mexico.
This is a pretty nice car. It needs a little on the interior, some like the aftermarket radio and stuff, and the steering wheel, it's not stock, but I mean, that stuff's easy to deal with. And the car is nice. And you might like the aftermarket steering wheel. I don't know. Oh, it says I could live with those wheels. Yeah, that's how I am. I could live with them, but I don't know if I would have chosen them myself. But yeah, I could live with them. The 73 model was a GT351 that the U.S. never got. It was a dressed-up coupe. Yeah, that car has a great profile. See, I like that better. Those years of the fastbacks, that's the one I call the aircraft carrier because it's what they feel like when you're in them. The back end almost looks like a station wagon because the fastback's so high. But the coupe looked really good. I think the coupe was better looking than a lot better looking than the fastback. Let's see, 38 racing. You're at 23 now, but it started at minus 15 below. Kim Ford had V8 engines from early on. The other companies did not for some reason.
So Ford had V8s, but other people did not.
KJ Kylie, Starsky and Hutch paint job.
Oh, I'll look up the Starsky and Hutch.
Oh,
I forget
geez.
what.
I had a
Stars.
friend that had that show was on, and he had a Duster, Plymouth Duster, and he and I go around like we came out the car one time, and he jumped over the hood like those clowns did and got in the car, and he thought it was really funny. And me, just off the top of my head, I go, "Who are we? We're Sparsley and Hatch." And he thought that was funny, and he goes, "I'm Hatch, you're Sparsley." I said, "No, I'm Hatch, you're Sparsley." So we always go around to that stupid argument. And then he'd always get out of the car and jump over the crazy kids. What were we doing?
That's a weird. That's a weird
It's a
graphic.
74. Yeah, somebody liked that. Some movie person liked it.
And then here's somebody botched it on this one. They went halfway back with it.
Oh,
Something, but not that. Not that, but something, but not that. But something, but not that.
what's this? The guy that painted that car for show never thought anybody would paint their cars like that. Yeah, XB Falcon Ute feels just the same. What is that reference to? I don't know. I lost track of the chat there. JB, Danny Boyd, I love the car scene down here. Car show or meet almost every weekend. Lone Star Roundup every year. Rust-free cars. Yeah. Well, it was JB that found me that car that I ended up buying in Dallas. A very, very, very rust-free. I mean, not a spot of rust anywhere. Not even a hint of rust on that Mercury Zephyr Z7. That's a really solid car. That's like the kind of thing you see in southern Arizona. But that one came from Texas. Also says a friend had a red two-door Yaris he wanted to jazz up. I suggested Starsky Hutch stripe. Danny Boyd, all rusty crap here. Yeah, I lived up in the Northeast for a while. That's what's there. And the further north you go in Ohio, the worse it gets, Dan. Blue grit, hard to see out the back windows of the fastbacks, and it's even worse if you have a rear wing. Yeah, I remember driving those fastbacks, and you couldn't see out the back of them worth a darn. I used to laugh. I said, "This thing's like a station wagon with no windows." But there were people that really liked those fastbacks. I don't know. I just wasn't a big fan of them. Maybe more like a decal about the engine, or I don't know. They do tail bands around those Mustangs. I really like that. I don't know why I like that.
Oh, Buddy Carfana sent a pic of a 71 Mach 1.
Okay, I'll go check my email.
Maybe that has the decal we want to see.
He sent two. I'll grab, he sent three that I haven't gotten yet. I'll get the Mach 1 first. Oh, yeah. This has all the decals and everything. But I don't like that big long fastback.
I don't think that's the line, but yeah.
It's got the wing, and you can't see yet. It makes it even the visibility even worse. But I mean,
I was just meaning about the graphics on the car. Dress it up real good.
And that's one that when you're driving it, I called it the aircraft carrier because the hood's so big and flat. But that one's got those scoops on it, and it's and the hood's raised up and the stripe and everything. That wouldn't look like an aircraft carrier while you're in.
Grease Belly Garage, thanks for coming in.
Oh, you got to take off. Okay.
Has to go, but having a good night. It's glad to have you here. Hopefully, we'll see you again. We're here every Tuesday, and on the weekends we're in the shop. We usually do late night streams in the shop. If you can't sleep, check and see if we're live.
Buddy Carafano sent in this Pinto wagon that's obviously fixed up. KJ Kaiser, I like the NACA duct hood. Yeah, that did look good, didn't it? Next Spec GT351 Mustang here has that Mach 1 hood. It's an interesting car. Can you zoom on that a little bit? Because I can't do anything with it.
Yeah, I used a huge button.
The huge button? Yeah, look at the back tires.
That's a lot of tire.
And the roll cage, and who knows what's under the hood. Yeah, Mexican spec. Pino's rule Vegas. I was just thinking about you and your Pinto earlier today because I saw a picture of a Lotus 7, and I was thinking a Lotus 7 is a car that I drove one time, and I had to. God, the guy imported it from England, and then he brought it to me because there was no way to fill the radiator. You had to fill it through the upper hose and then jam the hose on. So he had me build a surge tank and put a cap and everything on it. So I did that, and then I delivered the car to him. And it was a right-hand drive, came from England, and I drove it. It was pretty cool, but it had had one of those 1600 Ford pushrod engines in it. JB's Little Shop. Howdy.
Hey, JB. Welcome in.
Hope everybody is home safe and warm.
We didn't even leave. We didn't even leave the house.
It's cold.
Frick that. We're just staying here till it warms up.
There's another one, Buddy Carfano sent.
No place we need to go. We got heat, we got food, we got internet. We're good for the duration.
Buddy Carfano sent that one in as well. I had missed it.
Dang. Is it a Dodge?
What is that, a Hilux? Oh, it's a Toyota.
Oh, okay.
I think that's one. Oh, yeah, down below it says Hilux. It sure does. Howdy, Max. Yeah, Max, that's okay. But it's Max. I guess that's damn spell correct. Man, I've had spell correct get me in trouble. There's a pudding special.
How's it going, JB? You getting it done? Say hello to Lars for us.
You haven't seen Lars in a while.
Yeah. I don't know. It's only been a couple days.
Yeah, Mexican spec says with that truck, they were sending it out the door and they said, hey, it needs turn signals. Yeah, they're sort of an add-on looking thing, aren't they?
Is that really factory turn signals?
Yeah, it's like, I can't believe they did that. Because that little upper grill, that little wide, thin upper grill, they could have put those out in the tips of the grill and it would have looked good.
Well, they could have done anything but that.
Anything but that.
It looks like they stuck those magnetic trailer lights on the front there.
It's exactly like what Mexican spec says. It's like at the last minute, somebody at the, they got through the whole engineering, the prototype stage, everything. They're building them. The first one's coming down the line and it gets to final inspection. You go, oh, there's no turn signals. Are those magnetic?
Go down to the Harbor Freight, buy a trailer lighting kit, put them on there.
JB's Little Shop. Internet is the most important. Yeah, this time of year, internet's pretty nice.
Oh, man.
Oh, and you know what? For everybody that's in here, because there's a bunch of people that come in since I talked about this earlier, I'm working again for the same company, but they're letting me work here, and I'm doing some
documentation.
Some what do you call it? Documentation work. And so I work 4 hours in the morning, which is tough for me because then I'm
then you have to wake up.
It's technical writing is what it is.
And he's not used to falling asleep.
Well, yeah,
that's going to be the hard part.
So I fall asleep at 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning, and I got to be up at 7. It's like, things are going to change.
Yeah, we're going to break him out of that. You know what? I broke out of that a couple weeks ago. I've been waking up early, but then I need a nap midday because I'm exhausted.
So, yeah. Oh, Buff. In some of those, I have seen amber lights in the corners of that trim strip. They were not turn signals, though. Oh. Okay, what did Blue Grit say about those Lotus Super 7s? So low, if you ate in the car, you could just reach over. Oh, when I drove that thing, I reached over, I put my hand flat on I was at a stoplight, and I put my hand flat on the street. I thought, this is dangerous. I could run over my hand. Yeah, and the wheel was right there, you know. But what a fun car to drive. It was a Lotus 7 with a little 1600 pushrod engine in it. And of course, it didn't weigh anything. And the guy imported it from England. I was like one of the first people to drive it when it got here. And
Oh,
okay,
JB's been working a new job. Well, that's good though. Income is good.
this is also Buddy Carfano, 71 Ford van. And this is when everybody's doing the custom vans.
Fancy.
What's it say here?
Without a
75
steering wheel.
Without a steering wheel. What the heck? Oh, that reminds me. That I got something here. I don't know if I can find it. Oh, sometimes I find stuff on the internet and I save it and it's just silliness. I don't know where it is. Oh,
Danny Boyd is going to do some painting tomorrow.
oh, every once in a while I run across this picture, but I don't know where I put it. Could be here. Could be here. I don't see it.
What are you looking
Oh, I
for?
got a bunch of crazy stuff.
Oh, if I put a drink in the freezer, I'll just forget about it. Next I find it, it's...
Okay, can you zoom us out a little bit?
Yeah.
Yeah, you see crazy stuff sometimes. Gotta run. Still have shop work to finish. Everyone have a great night. Okay, JB, thanks for stopping.
Thanks for stopping in, JB. I hope you can get your work done early so you can get some rest. Congratulations on the new work.
Okay, so let's see. Yeah, here's one. Cop drives into the wet cement.
Don't pick on cops today.
Here's
You'll
one.
get in trouble.
This is what happens if you can't find a front clip for your car.
Yeah, make a boombox.
And it's got turn signals that are similar to that Toyota. JB, I took that pic. Which
Shoot,
picture?
those-
Which picture?
Those turn signals look better than the Toyota.
They look better than Toyota. You know, we got a couple of sheets of plywood out there. Do we have any cars that have a smash front end?
Oh, Ray's going.
JB says, oh, yeah, 38 Racing race taken off. Okay, well, thanks for being here. JB, which picture did you take? This one?
Did you really?
Or
Take
he's
that
kidding. Or he's kidding. Don't know which. The one with the gas hose sticking. You took that picture?
He's lying.
Oh, it does say Texas on it. Yeah, 38 Racing says that's a Woody. Did you really take that picture? That's funny as hell. Yeah, I picked that up off the internet quite a while ago. I mean, I've had that picture for
He's
maybe
telling stories.
years. Yeah, it's a Woody.
Yeah, that's not gone well.
That's a Woody.
Oh, look, there's the Coke bottles in the bottom. That
Oh, yeah, the
picture.
Coke bottle. Somebody, you know who did that? That was, what's his name? The Russian guy.
Oh, Garage
The
54.
Garage 54. JB, that was on North Lamar in Austin. So
You really did take the
you really did
picture.
take that. When did you take that picture? About 10 years ago, maybe? I've had that picture forever. I had no idea you grabbed that. Oh, yeah, here's one. This is an overloaded pickup truck. Oh, it says a plywoody.
Oh, geez. I completely... It's a Woody. Right. It's a Woody.
Yeah, I wonder why the cops stopped him.
I don't know.
Yeah, it's like
He's got a strap on.
He's got a
it.
strap on it, yeah.
Safety. Safety. Because that strap's doing... Oh, man.
Let's see here. What is this? Oh, this is something I got that I thought was funny, but I don't want to read it. Yeah, look at the spare. Probably 15 years ago, it made the papers too. Well, you know what? I picked it up. Here comes the ads. I'll wait for a second. I expect. How did they get it up there in the first place? So this one, I thought it's pretty good because the picture and the guy had circled the spare tire. So if you have a flat, I don't know what you do. Put that on there.
Yeah, put that on there.
This is what you do with rebar when you don't have a kickstand. I know these are just pictures. Every once in a while I see something I just went, oh yeah, I got to keep that. So I grab a copy of it.
Danny Boyd says that's a Dukes of Hazzard. Yeah, they caught it just in time.
Yeah, they probably drove it up. That's what I was thinking. They took it off a loading dock.
Yeah.
What's this? Oh yeah, here we go. People, and look at the guy that's driving. He's like he's older than me.
It does look like a chicken's foot. That rebar.
Any girl 18 to 45 needing a free place to stay. Oh my God, I can't believe the things people do. Oh, if you like Woodies, here you go. He got pulled over because didn't have a red flag in the rear of the car because it hung over too far. Well, when I saw that thing, I was wondering if you could do wheelies with it. It was a rear drive pickup. I wanted Kim to see this goofy thing. Kim, I got another Woody on the.
What's that?
I got another Woody.
Oh, what is that?
I think it's a motorhome.
Well,
Oh, mobile tenement. Yeah, look at all the doors. I can't believe some of this stuff.
wow.
What is this? Oh, I like this thing. I gotta have one of those.
That's a rat rod.
That's a rat rod. That's right. I don't know about the tail dragging back there. Make it out of Kevlar or something so it wears the road out instead of the tail. Oh, I like stuff like that. Kim, we got to do something like that.
Okay.
Well, maybe not exactly like that, but
Exactly.
maybe we got mice around here. Maybe scare them off. Oh yeah, that's a 737 or 727. Yeah, Boeing fuselage on a chassis, which rodent mobile. Yeah, somebody's been all shut now.
Fentanyl shack. Yes. Yes, that makes perfect sense.
Mexican Spec says it's funny we don't see stuff like that here, and there are no rules for that kind of thing.
Crazy. Oh, man.
This is what happens when you smash in front of your car and you don't have insurance, but you got a big box full of fiberglass.
That's
Buff, that was made in Guadalajara by the guy here, by the guy there. Saw that in chips. That plane was made there. Oh, okay. Oh, here you go. The General Lee. Yeah, it was a Chevy SSR. Or, yeah, it was SSR. HHR is a Heritage High Roof. That's the one that looks like a PT Cruiser. The SSR, I don't know what SSR stands for. Yeah, SSR. I was just looking at this thinking, if you want the General Lee, but but you only have a Gremlin. Yeah. Then on the roof, You could put a flag up there that's like from Wisconsin because it came from Kenosha. And then, what the hell? That's in England. All those are British license plates.
That's Thomas the Tank Engine.
Thomas the Tank Engine.
It's a kid's program about trains.
Oh, here you go. When you have an old beat up Lincoln and you want a charger. What was the piano? Oh, the piano on the back. Okay, I remember what that was. Yeah, this is one that's Thomas the Tank Engine on something, yeah. Oh, one gremlin, that's as far as you can get. Oh, please. I assume you're looking at the Lincoln. Wonder how they installed that. Zip ties, probably. The law says you need a front bumper. Yeah, just any old front bumper. Just go get a front bumper. Oh, man. And then this one, at least they did a nice job putting it on. It's the same front bumper, but they went to a lot of work to do that to that Mustang. Danny Boyd, you're a Ford guy. You like this one? This is like Ford Mopar, I guess.
Street Takeover Kings. There you go.
When I saw this, it's like I couldn't believe somebody went to all the trouble to do a nice job on that because it's wrong. Dean Stevenson, massive improvement, eh? Danny Boydster. Oh, wow. Oh, I can't believe I picked up this stuff over the years. I think I'm about out of it though. What's this one? Oh, that one we already saw. Back to that. Yeah, it's some pretty odd stuff. Yeah, I wonder. You know what would top this one off? You open up the hood and see a slant six in there. What engine is it? Mustang or Charger? Danny Boy is saying stop. Yeah, it's amazing how it all flows together. Somebody did a really good job on that, but why? you know, you can't talk, Mr. Chevy engine in a Cougar. Yeah, but I didn't do this. Uh, I mean, engine swaps are normal. Doing this, that's not so normal. Oh, man. Although, that's not what I was looking for. There was another picture, so I'll find it. The next time I run across that picture that I want to show, I'll set it aside for a Tuesday night. I just
It's a
can't.
mofo.
100 points.
Dean Stevenson, you may not award points on my behalf.
You give him the right to give points. What's this one? Nope. Well, this one, I gotta laugh at this, but I'm not sure about those tires.
What are those?
Look at the suspension.
Double zero series tires.
Oh my god.
It's just rubber bands.
What's Dean saying down there? Oh, I can't find the. I guess I'll put this away. That's pretty stupid looking. Um, that makes me sad. A couple of Chevy they wrecked. Yeah, I guess. I just can't find. I can't imagine what folder I would have put that in because it was. Just as stupid as. I bet it's not in my cars folder. Others. What's others? Oh, a whole bunch of others. Don't know. The heck is this thing? Oh, there you go. Yeah, try to ride that.
$3 now? We're at 3 hours and
You were
10 minutes.
3 hours. You were probably about. Kim's about had it. I probably.
Oh yeah.
And I was up at 7 this morning to be on a conference call. So yeah.
Oh, and I've been working. I was working since like all night long. I was working on the video about the cam install and first start.
Oh yeah,
So
we did some of that last night. We just didn't get it
we did some
finished.
recording of it. So yeah, it's a lot of work. So I've been chipping away at it. So it will be out on his channel, this channel, in a couple more days. Once I have it all ready. So hopefully you guys will enjoy it. A lot of people were here for the dart, all the stuff that we did on the dart, but the video is better than what you would have seen on a live stream, just because I can do higher quality video on a long form content than a live stream. So hopefully you'll enjoy that.
Buddy has a good question because he's going to come up with an answer really fast.
What is that?
What year is next week?
Oh, we didn't pick. Or no, we did. Remember, we wrote them down.
Oh, I wrote them down. That's right. I did that. Okay, 71 next week. Yeah, because we already picked. The next week is 1963. Fords with big round taillights. Is that the Jetson scooter? I have no idea what it was, but I when I saw it, I grabbed a picture of it because I thought somebody.
I can imagine it making that noise.
Somebody. Yeah. So somebody did that, and they did a pretty nice job, but it's kind of odd looking. Yeah. Okay, so with that, 1963 next week. We had a good time, a little over 3 hours worth. I don't know. You got anything else, Kim?
Stay warm.
Yeah, try to stay warm.
Thank you, Mexican Spec, for acting as moderator tonight, and sending a thank you to everyone who sent emails with pictures or suggested cars for us to look up. Thank you to everyone who watches our videos and comments. We really appreciate the comments when we put out a video. And Mexican Spec has a lot of 1963 cars. Great.
Do you have any pictures of them? Oh yeah, you do, because you've got your Plymouths. Man, I love 63 Plymouth. I think that's one of the nicest looking cars ever built.
If we missed your comment or your email or some of your pictures, please forgive us, because it's hard to do everything all at once. But
I think I got all the emails.
Yeah.
Let me look.
Yeah, you did good.
But the I know the chat gets ahead of me a lot of times now. I used to feel real bad if I couldn't get all the chat. Oh, Buddy Carafano. The stickers for Kim. Let's see what he sent. Oh, here we go. We'll put one more up there. It says stickers for Kim.
Nice.
Okay. We're going to hang it up. Take care, everybody.
Thanks, everyone, for being here. We'll see you next time. We'll be in the shop this weekend once it warms up in a couple of days. Everybody